It was recently announced that the lifespan of the 3DS is coming to an end. You'll no longer be able to make purchases on the 3DS eShop by March of 2023, and the closeout's coming in waves starting in May. So I'm going to go ahead and make a video highlighting a checklist you might want to run through before the 3DS eShop closes, since you won't have it for long. This video is really going to be for those of you who like the 3DS and its library, maybe aren't into emulation, and want to be able to play games that may go unplayable in a legal format forever after 2023. We're going to start with some freebies you can get, and then move on to my recommendations for what to buy before the eShop closes forever. I am a hardcore collector, so this list is long. This list is basically anything I found of any gameplay value on the 3DS or Wii U eShops. This checklist is based off the North America 3DS eShop since I'm in America. Now don't panic buy or make rash decisions since you have some time left, and the list of actual exclusives to the eShop is limited. And another thing, do you have a My Nintendo account and a Nintendo Switch? Most non-DLC purchases on the eShop can get you gold points on your My Nintendo account to spend on the Switch eShop, but only if they're properly linked. I didn't realize my accounts were not all properly linked before I made the bulk of my purchases, so I definitely missed out on some big cash, but you can still earn some points to use towards Switch purchases. So I'm going to go in order of what I believe is important. Even if you don't have a huge budget for gaming, there are plenty of freebies you can get as long as you have a 3DS, a memory card, and an internet connection. One thing to note before I dive into the freebies that are being offered is that you will want to upgrade your memory with an SD or microSD card if you haven't already. The 3DS internal memory is piddling, and even the freebies will warrant more than a 16GB card if you want them all. While some sources give the official supported maximum as a 64GB card, you can actually use a 128GB card like I do, as long as you format it first. If you really want to experience the 3DS's digital library the intended way, or are a big game collector, I suggest investing in a decent sized card. One other thing to note is, while you can get SD cards to raise overall storage, DSiWare is limited to only being executable from your completely limited system memory. You can still back up the game's files to an SD card so you'll never lose them even when offline, but it basically boils down to only having a set number of DSi games playable at a given time without swapping them out in SD storage, thereby losing their save file. This really hurts RPGs and high-score based games, but there's not much you can do without homebrew or jailbreaking, and you can still technically play any DSi game at any given time, you'll just lose save data when you swap them back and forth between memories. I broke the list of freebies down into categories: single player, multiplayer, either, tools, trailers, and themes, and we're going to tackle single player games first. If you like Pokemon, you're in luck. There are 6 Pokemon freebies, and I'll start with my favorite, Pokemon Shuffle. While this one, Picross, and Rumble World are free to play with in-app purchases, they really are playable for free, which is what we're going to have to deal with once payments go offline. This is especially so for Pokemon Shuffle, which I've been playing since it came out many years ago. I can't remember ever spending money on it, and there are numerous guides to catching and training top-tier competitive teams floating around. I do say competitive in quotes since the competitions are for high scores, but you'll also want guides for the single-player content. Especially for puzzle lovers, I recommend this one. Despite being another puzzle game, Pokemon Picross is a different story. While both have their similar elements of waiting to play unless you pay, Picross is a little less exciting and has less overall content than Shuffle in my opinion. I do like Picross, and I do like this game overall, but I'd say Shuffle is more of a priority if you're struggling with block space. Still, it's free, and you can get the same feel of catching Pokemon that you get from other games, to a smaller degree of course. Now if you want more action-oriented gameplay as well as that catching and collecting kind of feeling, Pokemon Rumble World's a great free-to-play game which features actual Pokemon battles in real time. This one has good content even for free. Do be sure to check out Rumble U on the Wii U, which is exclusive to its eShop and uses these proto-amiibo figures. That brings us to the Pokemon Special Demos: Detective Pikachu, Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, and Sun and Moon. I never played Detective Pikachu, but there is a special free demo version of it on the eShop that takes you through some of the basic gameplay you can expect in the game. Unlike other demos, the demos I'm listing here can be used infinitely with no restrictions like the non-special demos with limited times to use them. Maybe you only get a little content out of this detective demo, but you can always revisit it later, a special property among these 3DS demos. Likewise, there are 2 semi-legitimate Pokemon experiences in special demo form: the Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire demo and the Sun and Moon demo, which similarly have you playing some small missions in their regions and enact real Pokemon battles. You can gain experience, and you can even send special Pokemon or other gifts to the full game version. Nothing spectacular of course, but an unlimited use demo that lets you experience Pokemon and can interact with their full counterparts is worth downloading if you can stomach their high storage usage. That's it for the Pokemon content among the freebies, but they're all worth trying out, at least since they won't be obtainable after March 2023 if you haven't downloaded them once before. I'll briefly go into the other single-player special demos now. The Puzzle Dragons plus Mario Bros. Demo version is another puzzler with some RPG elements. I never bought the full game, but this one is more free and limited use puzzle gameplay for those wanting a free way to spend their time. If you liked the RPG entries listed so far, then you should try the
Bravely Second
demo and the Monster Hunter Stories demo for a good amount of content in a fantasy RPG setting. I believe the Monster Hunter demo can transfer progress over to the full version as well in case you get hooked. WarioWare is especially fun for small bites of time, which makes the WarioWare Gold special demo entertaining for much longer. That's it for the single-player demos, but there's more single-player free content in the next few apps. Now we're going to talk about Stretchmo and Rusty's Real Deal Baseball. Both of these games have one thing in common, which is that they come with a little playable demo, again unlimited use, but encourage purchasing gameplay packs in different ways. For Stretchmo, you can purchase a few different worlds, each with puzzles to overcome. Stretchmo and the rest of the games in the series are all entertaining and adorable puzzlers, so I paid for all the worlds. If you don't get hooked on the free demo it offers, then maybe delete it to make some space. Similarly, Rusty offers a baseball demo, but you can buy other baseball-oriented games and even get items while playing to try and haggle with them on real money prices. The baseball demo's cute for a moment, but if you like the gameplay, definitely buy Cage Match for challenging hits, Volley Bats for local multiplayer action on a single DS, and Batmaster for crafting custom bats to use in the other games. One of the best things you can download for free is the Nintendo Badge Arcade. I swear this thing is rigged, but it still offers free plays every day to try and obtain special decorations you can use on your home screen, making a house a home. You can definitely obtain most badges with the free plays it gives you, as long as you have more skill than I seem to. Regardless, the ability to decorate your 3DS home screen for free is a must-have, even if this monster takes up so much space, even more than it says up front, kinda like hidden fees when you're buying a car. Another must-have in my opinion is the RPG Maker player. If you have RPG Maker FES, you can make your own RPG games for the 3DS and upload them online. But who cares, since you can download this for free and play all those uploaded games. Are they all good? No. But there are some good ones, and you can filter by rating and popularity and get some free RPGs to spend way more time on than the aforementioned demos. If you enjoy RPGs, or even visual novels and puzzle adventures, you gotta get this one and stockpile up to 16 free games. Now, if you have a new Nintendo 3DS XL, you can use Amiibo, or you can use this adapter if you have a different model. If you can use Amiibo and own at least one Amiibo, then you should download Mini Mario and Friends Amiibo Challenge, another puzzler in the Mario vs. Donkey Kong series that uses Amiibos to unlock levels. If you scan compatible Amiibos, you can get great content out of this one. This one's also available on Wii U, so if you want to save space on your 3DS, you can just get it on Wii U instead. And if all that appeals to you, then also check out Amiibo Tap on the Wii U as well for similar content. Lastly on the strictly single-player list is Miitopia Casting Call, which is less of a game and more of a little interactive comedy demo. Funny and worth having if you have oodles of space on your card, but definitely not a priority for regular gamers. Alright, now for those of you who care about multiplayer or may own multiple 3DSs, these games are focused on multiplayer and use local multiplayer so they can be used indefinitely and offline. First up is the Zelda Triforce Heroes Special Demo. Now this one only has one playable level in this demo version, but if you have friends with 3DSs, it's fun to mess around as 3 links for a while. However, the priority member of this smaller list is Metroid Prime Blast Ball, which feels more like a full game, since it's more of its own game meant to spread the word about Federation Force. This can be played 3v3, or you can have bots fill in if you and only one friend are playing. Think of a smaller and somewhat clunkier Rocket League, with mechs firing energy beams at the ball to make goals or destroy opponents. You can even unlock skins. Worth having if you have a friend with a 3DS, since this kind of gameplay has replay appeal. This next one is a little less important but still pretty valid. Mario Party Star Rush is an underrated Mario Party game, and if a friend has one copy, you can use this app to join in a multiplayer game. Useful if you and a sibling have only one copy between you so that you can still play as long as you both have 3DSs. It also comes with one minigame you can play right out the gate for practice, and you can actually level up your profile and transfer that save data over if you do get the full game. Now for the list I call Either, which contains games I felt could be played alone or with friends in meaningful ways. I'll start with Monster Hunter 4 and Monster Hunter Generations, which have a few levels each you can adventure and fight monsters in, either alone or with friends. They each have much more content than the Zelda experience, since that was focused on a limited time online service and supports 4 players instead of just 3. Another free-to-play game with in-app purchases is Team Kirby Clash Deluxe, which has fighting gameplay from the Kirby Clash title mixed with some light RPG elements, and multiplayer mode for cooperative missions. Nothing crazy when compared to a lot of other MMOs, but it has single-player gameplay and cooperative gameplay with gear to collect and challenging bosses to take on. Lots of content here if you're willing. If space isn't an issue, then you should also try the Kirby Battle Royale special demo. After playing a short story demo, you can play a few single-player and multiplayer challenges each day, and even unlock a new game type and new ability, and then send points to the full version if you get it. Then there are two games which use the Rusty and Stretch Mode model. Ironfall Invasion offers a free demo mode which has a single-player mission and a limited multiplayer mode. You can buy the unlocked content for $20, but I say don't bother. The single-player mission isn't anything to shake a stick at, but if you and friends want an over-the-shoulder shooter for local multiplayer, you can have 6 players duke it out with the machine guns and grenade launchers. If you have a new Nintendo 3DS XL, you can even use the C-Stick for a pseudo-dual-stick experience. Definitely worth downloading if you know some people who like Gears of War Lite on 3DS. Similarly, Steel Diver Sub-Wars, the sequel to Steel Diver, has a similar premise, where you have shooting-based gameplay that can be played with local multiplayer groups. You can purchase the unlocked content for only $10 and even buy some extra submarines from a separate shop if you just want some extra content. But even just for free, you get 2 single-player missions and a great time in multiplayer. I put 2 more apps on this list as either, but they're less games and more of a replacement for PictoChat on the old DS system. SwapNote and SwapDoodle are these drawing applications that can be used to exchange notes with others, or at least SwapNote used to be. Now it just saved any notes you had from before the service went down in favor of SwapDoodle. You can still use it like a drawing tool and save your notes though, so I kept it. SwapDoodle is the newer and still functioning form with a free starter pack for extra note save slots and some other extras available. In SwapDoodle you can still send notes to others, and there are purchasable packs of different lessons and tools, some based on Nintendo properties. Not a priority by any means, since fewer and fewer people will use these apps and other features like Spot Pass and Street Pass, but worth having if you have tons of empty space. Now the less fun stuff. Tools! These are utility apps that serve some minor functions. The Monster Hunter 3 tool is mostly used to move save data between the 3DS and Wii U versions of the game. Similarly, the Monster Hunter Generations tool can move data to the Switch version from the 3DS. The Save Data Transfer tool is for moving save data from a physical version of a game to a digital version of the same game. Don't sweat these ones too much unless you own a Monster Hunter game or have both a digital and a physical version of another game. However, if you care about Pokemon, you will need to download the Pokemon Bank and Transporter apps. These tools are going to eventually be made free to use and are how you house and transfer Pokemon from Generations 3 up through 7 and then move them to Pokemon Home, so they're must-haves if you own any of those generations. Furthermore, if you have the Virtual Console version of Generation 1 or 2 games on your 3DS, this is used for their transfers as well. You can download the Poke Transporter app from within the Pokemon Home app itself. Now, the least useful of all of these isn't really a tool, I just put it here since it's not really a game per se. It's Photos with Mario, an AR card app that lets you take photos of Mario characters in different locations as long as you have the right cards. It's basically useless unless you have one of the compatible cards, but it is free and maybe you'll get a pack in the future, off eBay, only worth having if you can spare the space. That's all for applications, but there are a few trailers that are free. Definitely only look at these if you have tons of space, i.e. a 128GB card or something like that. You can download the trailers for Kid Icarus Uprising, Donkey Kong Country Returns, Zelda A Link Between Worlds, and Metroid Samus Returns. You can also download a video with some clips relating to Halloween-themed levels in gaming. These are just videos, but cool and/or cute things to look back on, especially since some of the footage shows previous builds of the game with different graphics. Not a priority by any means, but I like preserving these things for some reason. And finally, for the freebies are the themes. There are several 3DS themes that you can still get for free, most of them listed in a free section in the theme shop. However, I found one bundle of themes that was free but listed instead in the game-specific section, the Gurumin themes. I'll touch on Gurumin later, but it's an adorable game and the themes appear to be free for everyone. I thought at first it was because I had Gurumin 3D purchased, but I do have some spare 3DSs with different accounts on them and it was free on each of them too, so you should check it out. The other free themes are neat too, more interesting than basic colors in my opinion. And while you're here, buy any other themes you would want to since it won't be possible down the road. I want to mention one more thing before I go into my recommended picks for the eShop. These are not immediately going away, but for those of you who have the space, you should consider downloading updates to popular games that you may get down the line, or games that you have now. These can be found by filtering the search and putting the max price at 0. Some of these updates improve stability or fix glitches, and one day they may go away. But no pressure since they're not in any immediate danger. Just something to think about. Oh, and I wanted to mention 2 other little free things that you can get if you haven't already. In the Street Pass Me Plaza, you can get one of 2 free games, a stock market game and a slot car racing game, but I assume most of you have already as long as you've been using the Street Pass Me Plaza. And another freebie you can get as long as you have a My Nintendo account, Flipnote Studio 3D, which is a successor to the Flipnote Studio on DSi. Okay, now for a rapid fire of the games that I want to recommend. I'm just going to give brief descriptions or even just put up a second of gameplay so that you can know whether or not you want to look into that particular game. Let's start with the list I'm going to call priority games in no particular order. And I have purchased most of, if not all of the following titles on some system. This is just how I spend my paycheck. Not all games I list will technically be eShop exclusives, but many of the games on this list will either be difficult or impossible to legally play otherwise, especially the DSiWare titles. First off is Photo Dojo. Do you like fighting games or beat 'em ups? This is either with local multiplayer off of one DS, and you can be the fighter. While not a very deep game, it is a really fun one I've been playing since I was younger. Next is Game & Watch Donkey Kong Jr. Actually, the whole library of Game & Watch is recommended, but if you have to pick just one, I like Donkey Kong Jr. the best. Dragon Quest Wars. Fans of strategy games need this one. It's got local multiplayer on a single DS, and features adorable Dragon Quest characters and a decently smart AI. Soul of Darkness is a pretty well-made Castlevania clone that utilizes camera functions and actually made a younger, edgier me cry with its ending. If you like Castlevania, you could do worse. Pokemon Battle Troze is for puzzle fans who wanted more than Pokemon Shuffle, and perhaps like the original Troze game. This one does have Nintendo polish. If you like the camera functionality of Face Raiders, Pokemon Dream Radar is a fun way to scratch that itch and give rewards to the Gen 5 games at the same time. I always champion side games that interact with the main series. I'm going to go ahead and recommend the entire Level 5 eShop exclusive lineup, but the best are definitely Crimson Shroud, Attack of the Friday Monsters, and Liberation Maiden, as I'm sure you've seen in the other eShop videos. There's a reason these are on everyone's lists. Pocket Card Jockey is also on everyone's list for the eShop grabs. This game has the Game Freak touch for sure. If you're a retro fan, you'll be looking at the Virtual Console games, and you should. While not really exclusive to the 3DS, they may be easier for you to play here. That goes doubly for the Mysterious Murasame Castle, which is a Japan-only title. This is pretty much the only way a Westerner can play this game without emulation, and it's very good for an early Famicom game. Similarly, check out Earthbound Beginnings, which was a Famicom game released with an English patch here on the Wii U. Also on Wii U is Kuru Kuru Kururin, a game that never came to the US when it was on GBA, but now it's here on Wii U, and it's a great mix of puzzle, time attack, and physics. Also check out Sin and Punishment on Wii U, since that's another game the US didn't get, and instead we only got its sequel on Wii. I always thought this next one was related somehow to Murasame, but it's just another Nintendo samurai game. Sakura Samurai is a very artful game that makes really good use of the 3D effect. If you like Street Pass, you need to check out the Me Plaza games. I went ahead and got them all, but at least for your free game, get Slot Car Racing. I would also recommend Me Force and Monster Man are the most from the others, though I do think they all offer a fun experience with interactions from other players if you can get a Street Pass. Also take a look at the premium paid update for Street Pass Plaza, which adds a few small features. The next one you might skip since there are other games in the series with very similar gameplay, but I do adore the Yumi series, especially Yumi's Odd Odyssey, a puzzle platformer on 3DS. Maybe skip it if you have its sequel on Switch. This DSiWare exclusive is a mix of stealth and puzzle gameplay, a clever game called SKP Go. I've been playing this one since I was younger, and it has a little storyline about an amnesiac who's pursued by assailants, and challenging gameplay along with it. Another one I grew up with, Elemental Masters, is one of those TCG role-playing games set in a fantasy world. Kinda similar to Puzzle Quest in the setup, but the gameplay is more like a side card game from a regular RPG, like the one in Final Fantasy VIII, or the Digimon TCG in Digimon World 3 or Pazaak. I'm currently having a lot of fun playing Chibi Robo Photo Finder. Now, I never had or played the original Chibi Robo, but I did play Park Patrol on DS and thought it was fun, and this one scratches that similar itch. Consider getting Inazuma 11, a soccer RPG game that does not get many releases in the US, though if you're in the JP or PAL regions, there were many released in the series. I love when RPG elements and stories get mixed with non-traditional setups like sports or random careers. Take a look at the other members of the Pushmo series, like Pushmo and Crashmo, if you like Stretchmo enough to buy the level packs, that is. Also check out Pushmo World on Wii U, I'm addicted to them all right now. Also, if you do care about Pokemon, then grab the Game Boy and Game Boy Color Virtual Console versions, since they have connectivity with the other games, as I mentioned before. Long story short, this is the only legit way to transfer Gen 1 and Gen 2 originating Pokemon up to the new games. It's also one of the only legit ways to shiny hunt Celebi, since Crystal comes with the special Celebi event preloaded. If you like the BlazBlue series, consider the DSiWare game BlazBlue or the 3DS game BlazBlue Clone Phantasma. Neither's amazing, but still decent side games for lovers of the BlazBlue story or already own a game like X-Blaze Code Embryo on PS3 for the story. And go ahead and look at Pro Jumper and Radio Hammer while you're on the Arxis and Axis pages in the eShop. Birds and Beans and Paper Airplane Chase are WarioWare micro games for sure, emphasis on micro, but both have addicting high score-based gameplay. Birds and Beans has an unlockable second mode, and Airplane Chase has single DS multiplayer mode. A similar title, Spotto has simple gameplay, but physics-based games are always a treat. If you own or care about Smash Bros. On Wii U, you can get this cheap app to use your 3DS as a controller for the Wii U version. Touch Battle Tank Tag Combat and Tank Troopers are the two better tank-based games I've found, though Tanks vs. Ants looks decent. If you only get one, I recommend Tank Troopers, since Touch Battle Tank Tag Combat, that is a mouthful, needs a second copy to play multiplayer, while Tank Troopers can use download play. 80s Overdrive is a classic retro racer that reminds me of Victory Run or Final Lap Twin, and you guys know I love Final Lap Twin. It does lack an open world to explore like Final Lap Twin, but the racing feels nice and the upgrade system helps with that RPG feel. Another similar title is Gotcha Racing, which has a similar mechanic, but a vastly different, cutesier art style. Take your pick, they're both fun to play. There are 3 Kirby games that are kind of leaving with the eShop. Kirby Fighters Deluxe, DDD's Drum Dash Deluxe, and Kirby's Blowout Blast. All this alliteration. These are expansions upon minigames from the mainline titles, and are all fun. I do like the multiplayer fighting aspect of Fighters Deluxe, but the gameplay gets reused in the free-to-play Team Kirby Clash as mentioned before. Blowout Blast is a well-made 3D platforming action game, and DDD's Drum Dash is a rhythm game that somehow reminds me of some of the bonus stages in Klonoa on GBA. All are worth getting in my opinion since they have that Nintendo polish. This is the part of the video where I realized it was going to take way too long to capture all of the 3DS footage manually like I've been doing, and I wasn't experienced enough to edit it all together and keystone it correctly. So from here on out, we're mostly going to be looking at the 3DS eShop listings and other very small clips, and I might have to cut some things down. But we're going to get all the names out there of the games that I think are important. Another rhythm platformer everyone's talking about is Harmonite, which I personally think may be a little overhyped, but I still think it's a great game, and it's a shame it's going away. Take a look at Maestro Green Grove as well if you have the system storage to spare. There are a lot of good shoot-'em-ups that will be going away. Karis, the Beast of Re-Eden is not an amazing game, but is based on a Japan-only shoot-'em-up that we didn't get here, and I love it when games get this import treatment years later. Another game to get a similar import was Rekka, which is an astoundingly hard and fast-paced game. The Turvy Strike Back is a unique game in which you turn the DS upside down to play, and has single DS multiplayer mode. Can you tell yet that I love single DS multiplayer mode as a feature? I really liked Advance Wars back in the day too. Galaxy Saver is another well-made shoot-'em-up which does have local wireless play, though 2 copies are needed. Still, single player is worth its price tag. Nano Assault DX is another one I've had for a while and gives a unique spin on the genre and has good 3DS effects for those who actually care. Also check out the litany of shoot-'em-ups under the GG label. Search for the publisher Good Vision Corporation, as most are well made. They're pretty cheap, though they lack all the extras, modes, and pizzazz of some other titles. Still, cheap and fun for most games under this label, and they're not just shoot-'em-ups. Also take a look at Kokuga, Chain Blaster, and Steel Empire. And while not really a shoot-'em-up, Affordable Space Adventures on the Wii U is a great game with co-op gameplay, flying a ship around dangerous space. Though you can get this next action-adventure title on other systems like the PSP, the 3DS version of Gurumin 3D does have a unique feature in the 3D visuals, something which can be said of any game ported here, but Gurumin is also a terrific and cheap game which often goes on sale. Fans of puzzle and adventure visual novels should try out the Parascientific Escape series and Cold Case Investigations Distant Memories. I loved 999 on DS, and these help scratch that itch when I'm on the go. For golf lovers, especially those who like golf games with mild RPG elements like I do, look at Fun Mini Golf Touch, as it's cheap and has plenty of unlockable options and upgrades. Also look at Let's Golf 3D and True Swing Golf Express for similar features. Here's an odd one, I don't know how to classify this. Alien on the Run is kind of an action game that has a weird but comical premise with fun gameplay and a pretty cheap cost. I'd be remiss if I didn't mention the Mario vs. Donkey Kong games we're losing. I loved the original Mario vs. Donkey Kong on GBA as a kid, and also played a bunch of Donkey Kong 94. Minis March Again features a Lemming-style gameplay and has a level editor adding replay value. Minis on the Move brings the series into a 3D space and has unlockables as well as over 200 stages. Tipping Stars is slightly expensive for this list at $20, but you get a Wii U copy as well. The aforementioned Amiibo Challenge is part of this series, but like I said, it's free as long as you have an amiibo that works with it already. One thing to note about Tipping Stars is, unless they patch it before the shop goes down, you can't actually unlock everything in the game. There was an unlock feature in there based on the Miiverse, which is now offline, so you have to pick what you buy in the shop. Kinda sucks, but maybe they'll fix it. Either way, it's still worth grabbing for the single-player content. Now, if you're a fan of puzzle games and Dr. Mario, take a look at Dr. Mario Express for a cheap way to play the original game, or snag Dr. Mario Miracle Cure for extra gameplay modes. And then also check out Dr. Luigi on the Wii U. I never got into this series until now, but the mix of action and tower defense in the Dylan series is interesting. The third game is quite expensive at $40, but is probably the best of the three. Still, they're all good and going to be gone forever until further notice. Die-hard fans of the WarioWare series should get WarioWare Snapped. This one uses the camera as its sole control scheme, like the Kinect, to mix results. Even though it's short and maybe a tad off-kilter, it's truly got the spirit of WarioWare, and like the other titles, even messing up on it's funny. Similarly, Face Pilot is like Pilot Wings, but with your face as the controls, and probably controls better than the Kinect. Alright, so now I'm going to go into a long list of RPGs. Action RPGs, traditional JRPGs, and everything in between, since there are so many on the eShop and I just can't stop buying them for some reason. Many of these go on sale frequently, and I'm a sucker for RPGs and would recommend any of these really. Naturally, you're liable to pick one or two from the list and you can't go wrong. Okay. Xenonia, Ash, Machine Knight, Infinite Dunamis, Cronus Arc, Alphadia, As Divine Cross, Unlucky Mage, Brave Dungeon, Cristorino, Journey to Crazia, Legna Tactica, The Abyss Quartet, The Witch and Hero series, the X-Cave trilogy, The Legend of Dark Witch series, Demon King Box, Bonds of the Skies, Dragon Sinker, Faerun, Crystal Adventure, Kingdom's Item Shop, Adventure Bar Story, Adventure Labyrinth Story, Symphony of Eternity, Dragon Lapis, Crystal Monsters, Pickdun 2, the River City series, Weapon Shop de Omasei, Absolute Baseball, Ikachan, The Keep, the Denpa Men series. Now, I don't regret buying any of these, and I am being completely honest, though I'm a bit of a collecting nut. If a bunch of random names being thrown out at you didn't grab your attention, then at least please look at Weapon Shop de Omasei and the Denpa Men games. Weapon Shop de Omasei is a comedic rhythm RPG game about being the guy who forges weapons for traditional RPG characters. This one is a funny one to play right after playing one of the traditional JRPGs off this list. The Denpa Men is a great one where you can use the camera to capture little flying green screen technicians and form a dungeon-going party. Also, I want to mention Unchained Blades here. It is on the PSP, but we all know about the PSP shop, so maybe grab it here since it's a great dungeon crawler in first person with huge battles. Okay, cool. I'm gonna take a break from the RPGs. Here are some other mentions. Xscape is a sequel to a Japan-only shooter which pushed graphical limits back in the day on the Game Boy. This one isn't pushing any limits now, but it reminds me a lot of Red Alarm on the Virtual Boy in like a good way, so you should check it out if you like those. It's also very Star Foxy. Sky Piece is a game about boarding in the sky and getting high scores. It's pretty addicting. Super Strike Beach Volleyball is a cute little volleyball game, and I know that doesn't sound mega interesting, but I swear, I love these simple little games as a break in between serious games. The Queen TV Game 2 is a really indescribable game, and with profanity, but for some reason it was only 2 cents, so yeah, I bought it, and you can too, for 2 cents. It's basically free. There are some Ace Attorney games that are only on the eShop and on mobile, so unless you want to play those on your phone or wait for the remaster, then get it here. Lionel City Builder 3D is another relaxing game, and it's about trains. Enough said. Pirate Pop Plus is a simple game that reminds me of old LCD games like the Tiger Electronics games. It's cute, and I think the pirate is the same guy from Runbow, but I could be wrong about that. Conveni Dream and Gourmet Dream are also simple, relaxing, little cute shop management games, and they're always fun to have on the go. Resident Evil The Mercenaries 3D is not really exclusive here, but the only other versions of the game I could find were the iOS versions, which only work on the older iPods anyway. I did buy it on my old iPod back in the day, and it is a fun one. So yeah, it may as well be exclusive to the eShop, and this version does have 3D capabilities anyway. Not so many shooters on 3DS, but if Ironfall's demo was enough for you, then you're probably fine without it. The Electroplankton series is a weird one, but they're exclusive here and all pretty cheap. At least get Hannenbau since they made this one into a Smash Bros. Stage. The Mighty series has a couple games exclusive here, like Mighty Milky Way and Mighty Flip Champs. All of them are quality platformers. Ancient Tribe is another cute little game that reminds me of Populous, if anyone remembers that one. Amiibo Battle is a different vibe, but also checks off the RTS-style gameplay. Moki Moki is a simple party game, but also has download play, so that makes it worth it to me and my extra DSs. Fighting/beat-em-up Cosmo Fighters also checks this box, and I love fighting games where only one copy is needed, like most fighting games on console. Man, more stuff should have been download play. Mononoke Forest has a similar aesthetic feel to Moke Moke, but their gameplay is completely different. Very cute though. The Spirit Hunters duo are like the Denpa Men, but if you like creatures better than weird men, then look at these ones. After Zoom is a similar concept, but the art's probably somewhere between Spirit Hunters quality and Denpa Men quality, which I didn't really like the Spirit Hunters creatures personally. Animal Puzzle Adventure actually got my attention for having a unique puzzle style. Another great puzzler is Banana Bliss Jungle Puzzles, which has you competing with your previous times and looking for hidden bonuses while trying to math out some platforming puzzles. Zombie Panic in Wonderland DX is a deluxe version of a WiiWare title, so if you're feeling salty that you missed some of the stuff on the last Nintendo Shop's death, you can save this one on the second go-around. A comical shooter that reminds me of Wild Guns and has good music. Another zombie game I like is Undead Storm Nightmare, which is a top-down shooter with download co-op. I love these kinds of games now more than ever. You should also check out Zombie Incident, and while you're on the Colavier publisher page, look at Words Up Academy, Monster Combined Tower Defense, Comic Workshop 2, and their aquarium games Deep Sea Creatures and My Aquarium 7 Oceans. This publisher has a lot of cute games, which I'm kind of a sucker for. Puzzle Labyrinth is a great first-person puzzler. Dot Eater's another first-person style game, but instead of puzzles, you basically become a first-person time-traveling Pac-Man. Other puzzlers I want to mention are Snapdots, Spin 6, Number Battle, Trajectile, Quetzal's Corridors, and Lincoln Launch. The Virtual Console version of Super Mario Bros. Advance 4 Super Mario Bros. 3 contains the e-reader DLC that never got released here otherwise, so if you like Mario, you should check it out. You may also want to check out Pokédex 3D Pro if you're a die-hard Pokemon fan, though it's a little pricey for what it is. It does have some quiz games to check your knowledge. And to wrap it up, here's a rapid fire of some smaller titles I still want people to check out before they fade into the past and obscurity. A Kappa's Trail, Luxley, Clash of Elementalists, Rhythm Heaven Megamix, Groove Heaven, The Usagi Duo, The Lost Town Duo, Sadame, Castle of Magic, Arrow Porter, Starship Damray, Gata Protectors, Defense of the Middle Kingdom, Dairojo Samurai Defense, Chronos Twins, Petit Novel Harvest December, Swords and Darkness, Grinsia, Creeping Terror, the Silver Falls games, which are apparently getting new releases soon, Fragrance Story, in case you didn't get a physical copy recently, Hazumi, Butterfly, Inchworm Animation 2, Amita's Path, Space Lift Danger Panic, Color Zen and Color Zen Kids, BitBoy Arcade and Puzzle Box Setup, Dress to Play Magic Bubbles, Escape Vector, Fluidity Spin Cycle, Crazy Construction, Cube Tactics, Pyramids, Ambition of the Slimes, Drancia Saga, Alchemic Dungeons, Jet Rocket 2, Siesta Fiesta, Bomb Monkey, Tokyo Crash Mobs, Art of Balance Touch, Gangstar 2, Flipper 2, Zoo Frenzy, Candle Root, Wizard Defenders, Flip the Core, Flametail, Metal Tauren, Penguin Patrol, Aura Aura Climber, Smile Basic, Kersploosh, and Castle Conqueror Heroes. And that was the end of the list of specific titles. Whew! You should also check out specific publishers that you care about and see if anything strikes your fancy. Also check out the Virtual Consoles and 3D Classics, as well as the GG series for short, cheap arcade action. And finally, check for DLC. If you care about any DLC, such as the Fire Emblem DLC, get it while you can. I'll list some of the popular games that have DLC that you can buy. Fire Emblem Awakening, Fire Emblem Fates, that's the kicker right there unless you have the expensive special edition, and Fire Emblem Echoes. Senran Kagura 2, it has an extra playable character you can buy. The Monster Hunter games, they all have free little updates and extras. Persona Q, Super Smash Bros, get all the characters. Theatrhythm, you can get some songs that you really should have gotten with the base game for the same price as an actual iTunes song. The Shin Megami Tensei games, Bravely Default, Mario Golf World Tour, Fantasy Life, the Harvest Moon series, the Etrian Odyssey series, Coldcept Revolt, RPG Maker FES, you can get some extra resources to build with, Hyrule Warriors Legends, and 7th Dragon 3 Code VFD. Alright, awesome. That's my huge, way too long checklist for the eShop before it closes. I know it was a long video, but you have to be thorough and complete when something like the finality of a closing bank of games happens. Thanks for watching, and I hope something on this litany of things educated you or helped inform you on what you want to get before it closes. If you have any comments or questions, I will definitely be in the comments on this one since this is my biggest project, and my first scripted video on the channel, and want feedback and to hear your picks in case I missed a big one. I'd be excited to hear about another one I can get before it's gone, so please share. Also, I want to mention that a lot of these games do go on sale, so maybe stock up on your credit and then wait until the last possible moment and grab anything that's on sale. Alright, thanks for watching.
Welcome to the 67th Annual Golden Globe Awards. And now please welcome your host for the evening, ladies and gentlemen, Ricky Gervais.
I want to do a proper job this time. I don't think I went far enough. Obviously not, because they invited me back. So I'm going to do it again, do a proper job, and I guarantee they will not invite me back. I honestly can't wait to do it. I'm going to go out there, guns blazing, like it's the end of the world. Just looking at all the faces here reminds me of some of the great work that's been done this year by cosmetic surgeons.
The 7 wonders of the world. Truly mankind's greatest achievements. But there is one man who sees them differently.
Are they the oldest thing on the world?
They're not the oldest thing on the world.
If that was on my road, the council would go, get that down. It's a death trap.
I'm going to mention Idiot Abroad on Science. I'm going to mention the Ricky Gervais Show returning on HBO. I'm going to mention that I'm in the Muppet movie, Wind in the Willows. Steve's got a fridge freezer for sale. Any single women?
Not necessarily single. Not necessarily single.
Yeah. He's gonna steal Angelina away from Brad.
Oh.
Oh, I wouldn't want to be Brad when this guy walks in the room.
See, if I was her, I'd rent another baby then, rather than... Because what would come out? You and her.
What do you mean, what would come out?
Jesus.
Something magnificent.
That would be on the Science Channel.
I've had a couple. I'm not going to lie to you. Now listen up. I'm not going to do this again anyway. I want to do either such a bad job, I'm not invited back, or such a good job that I don't want to do it again. I'd like to say, you know, I'm better second time around, so I should leave it there if I do a good job or a bad job. I mean, but who knows? I mean, it's once a year and it's so much fun. It's an honour to be here in a room full of what I consider to be the most important people on the planet. Actors. They're just better than ordinary people, aren't they? What are we doing then? Just explain, we just done a photo shoot for Shortlist. That's why I've got a little bit of eyeliner on. But it was worth it, because Karl had to dress up in tights and knickers, didn't you? And a lion.
Yeah. Not even mine. Well, they won't be mine. But a woman had to like lend me her tights.
Brilliant.
It's amazing,
Well,
isn't
we're
it?
going to do this. This is Mr. and Mrs. basically.
Right.
So I'm going to ask a series of questions of Karl. Quite a simple question of favourite film, favourite food. And Ricky, I want you to write down what you think the answer, Karl's answer, is going to be.
Yeah.
So hide it from Karl.
Exactly, yeah.
And then
That's safe, just
Karl-
leaving the room or going to a little booth.
Okay.
Yeah?
And then Karl, you'll reveal the answer. Ricky will reveal the pad.
Yeah.
Right, I can see that.
So don't answer straight away.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
The first one is, what is Karl's favourite film?
Well, I'll tell you what, before he says anything, I'll have to put it down to 2 because I reckon he can't decide between 2.
Okay.
So I'm gonna straight away. I'm gonna do that, and if I'm right, well, I shouldn't go anything away. Okay.
Karl, reveal what your favourite film, or indeed favourite film
He'll
is.
know what it is. It's Kez and Elephant Man.
Correct.
Yeah.
If you had to choose between the two?
Probably Kez.
Yeah.
Yeah, Elephant Man's just a
Great,
bit sad.
isn't it? Yeah, it's great. I reckon that really affects you and your kid as well. And
Well,
it's sort of it's very much what I imagined your upbringing
Well, I had
to
a
be
magpie,
like.
didn't I?
Well, yeah. And
What was the magpie's name?
Maggie.
used to come down Becky's grifter.
Peck me head.
Watching The Elephant Man, you know that bit in The Elephant Man where Anthony Hopkins takes John Merrick or Joseph Merrick behind a screen, and he's showing it to a load of surgeons, and he's going, see the deformation of the skull, the spine, the limbs. The only thing that is totally normal and untouched are the genitals. Karl goes, think of that. The one thing you would want like an elephant, and he gets the head.
Yeah. Good film, that.
Right, next one.
We'll go for the next one. Karl's favourite food.
Oh, okay. I'm going to be very specific here. I think we're talking about a meal, are we?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
What, an actual main course?
Yes. Well, I mean...
You're not going to know this.
Well, I'm gonna put to get me. Okay, I've gone for something sort of like a specific, but that gives me a bit of leeway. So I could be totally wrong here.
Alright. Karl, please reveal favourite food.
And you mean one for at home, not going out, because if I go out, I make more of an effort to have something that someone's had to do some effort with.
No, do you think like yeah? I've done it like it would be a meal that he could do himself as well.
Right,
As,
okay. Sausage, beans, potato cakes.
Oh, I've got it wrong. I thought you were meat and 2 veg. I've put sort of pork or lamb
No, I wouldn't
chops.
mess about making meat and veg if I was on my own.
No.
No.
What was
no
it?
way. Sausage, beans, potato cakes. Toaster, potato cakes, beans in a pan, sausage in
I
a
remember
frying
he put
pan.
sausages in the toaster once.
Yeah, but
Is that true?
Yeah, he
Yeah,
came
it
home.
was.
His girlfriend came home to him sticking a knife in the toaster to get the sausages out that were burning.
it's the way they spit, and
But why did you put them in the first place?
because I don't like when you've got them in a frying pan and then you turn that up and the heat gets going and they spit and then the grease is going all over the sort of the hob. So I thought do it in the toaster, let it spit on the inside. Not as much mess, but yeah. It was ages ago though. You're saying that as if that's before I met you.
So if you're out and he does his sausages, does he pop them on the grill? Does he put them in the oven? Does he stick them in the toaster like a fucking twat? Oh yeah, I don't.
That's how you find stuff out though, isn't it? That's how inventors and stuff come about. Trial and error.
Alright, we'll go for the next one. Karl's
I've got him like that.
celebrity. Alright, okay. Well, this is 1 out of 2, so we'll go for the third one. Karl's celebrity crush.
Wouldn't have one.
What now?
Yeah.
I'm nearly 40. Do you mean a celebrity crush?
That's
Do one when I'm a kid or something,
that's
maybe.
the point. Let me have a go. This is not based on anything because he's obviously he's never spoken about this or given any Hold on, 40.
20's still young, old,
Yeah,
isn't
so
it?
let's say...
Sort of 14 or something.
15. So, hold on, when were you born? 72.
72.
So we're talking 84, are we? 1984. Janet Jackson.
She wasn't around in 84.
We've lost the pen and pad element of this straight away.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on, wasn't she around in 84?
No, it wasn't her.
Paula Abdul.
No.
You guys know! So there's an answer. There is someone who at 14 you thought, oh, she's nice, and I've got to guess who this woman is in 1984. Debbie Harry.
No.
You don't know yet.
No. 84. Probably one of Bananarama. Why is that funny?
Because it's so random and specific. Anything you said is funny. Anything you said is funny. But it's also one off. I haven't got anyone in mind. And there's been about 9 members of Bananarama. Narrow it down a bit. No, come on. Which one of Bananarama?
God, I don't know what they're called. It was the darker one. The dark-haired one.
Right.
Yeah, good.
Next one.
What have I had that? The darker one in Bananarama.
Alright.
Well, remember, you've got to write it down.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going to
Sorry.
Carl's favourite book.
Oh.
Okay, now.
You know this?
Well, but are we talking novel, fiction, or what?
I think we're talking any...
Just a book.
Any book. Like, if you had to take one book to a desert island, what would it be?
You know, I don't know why you're not writing it out.
Well, shut up.
Fucking hell, are we mates? So what? You should know what that is.
What, your favourite book?
Yeah.
Listen, I'm thinking of an answer I don't want to embarrass you with. A book of freaks that you carried around for 6 months.
What's that?
Oh, that you're joking. That's your favourite book. It was a pamphlet.
It wasn't a pamphlet. It was about 40 odd pages. It's my
It
favourite
was the
book.
50 top freaks given away with some dodgy old fucking magazine.
It was with FHM, and it was like a freak book. That was interesting.
And you count that as a book?
Well, what would you put then? I've never seen you with a proper book ever. So don't start lying and give me a load of old shite that it's someone like Nurture or something. 'Cause it isn't.
Nurture.
What book would you pick?
Friedrich Nurture. What?
No, you're right. He was right in a way. It is the
Yeah.
freak book.
Book of freaks.
Let's go for the pad. Let's go for
50
the
top.
do
Oh,
the
no, I
pad.
got that. 50 top freaks. No, well it. 50 top freaks. Yeah.
Carl's
Do you know what? Do you know how we liked it? Because number 50 was a fellow with 3 legs. He was so
No,
excited.
there was
he went,
loads.
Huh?
No, number 50 was the bloke with 2 heads.
Was it?
Yeah, because I said Jesus. What's number 1?
Yeah. What was that? Was a bloke shagging a chicken? Got killed
Number
by a
1.
rock. Oh, wonderful. Wonderful.
Carl's favourite song.
Okay, again. Okay. I'll have to do. I'll tell you that he's got a favourite song.
Are you just
For a
going
reason.
for 1 or 2?
Oh, no, I'm going to go for a couple here. I'm going to go for. They've both got a theme, and then I'm going to do tune as well. Okay, I've got 2 songs, and then I've got like an instrumental.
Right, I'll go for Stranger on the Shore, Acapulco. Alright. And then I'd go for Elvis in the Ghetto. Is he getting them?
Yeah.
And there's one more, yeah?
Yeah.
Rod Stewart, Killing a Georgie.
Oh! Yeah. No, I went with Stevie Wonder in the City.
That's alright, that's up there.
Yeah.
Not
He
bad.
likes a song with a story. So anything, I'll tell you another one as well. Wonderful Tonight.
Yeah, that's...
Like that, didn't you?
Yeah.
Convinced it's about a disabled fella. Because the lines she puts him to bed, stuff like that.
There's a few little hints.
It's not hints, nothing to do with it.
Listen to it.
Nothing to do with it. Nothing to do with being disabled. No, at no point is it mentioned. Or no, it's all in your head.
Any others?
Let's go for one more.
Well, I tell you, I'm gutted about the old pork chops.
You've got to be careful with pork.
Why? Worms.
It's got to be done. Yeah, it's got to be cooked right, hasn't it?
Yeah, but now they do things like pork.
This has come from the man who put sausages in the toaster.
Yeah, exactly.
Good point.
Carl's favourite animal.
Right.
Wow.
So you don't mean a pet?
No, I'm not.
This is broad, yeah.
Just any animal out there?
Yeah. You got it.
No, it's funny because I reckon he's got this one wrong.
Oh.
I reckon he's put down monkey. But I'd probably pick sloth.
Can we see the pack?
I've put chimp, actually.
There you go.
He lumps in great apes with monkeys. He doesn't really know the difference. Funny she said the sloth, because he went to the zoo and he called me up and I went to the zoo. What did he do? He said, what's the sloth? He said, it's annoying. I went, why? He said, it's got a huge enclosure. I went, why is that annoying? He went, it doesn't need it, it doesn't use it. Hang it in a wardrobe, it'd be just as happy.
Didn't move in all the time I was there. It looked dead. I actually thought it was dead. 14 quid you pay to get in there, it didn't fucking move. Didn't do anything.
Why is it your favourite animal?
I think because it just fascinates me that this thing, that a dodo died out and yet a sloth is still around even though it's asleep.
Yeah.
Is that, it's safer in a sort of a dead state.
Dido died out as well, didn't she?
Dido died out.
For years. That's the dodo and Dido. Didn't do anything.
Alright, let's go one more. If Carl could have a superpower, what do you think he would pick?
Wow. Okay. Okay, I've got loads of answers here. I think the general public would know one of them.
Oh, yeah.
But they're not, that's a joke one.
No, that was a new idea, but you mean one that exists?
Okay, let's not count bullshit, man.
Right.
That's not really a superpower, yeah.
That's what I mean, that's a made-up one, but you're talking about one that people go, yeah, I'd have that.
Flying, invincibility, that sort of stuff.
Yeah, well, I've got one. I don't know if it's true. I mean, it's a bit weird.
Carl, please reveal.
It's one that I'd pick, but I'm still not 100% if it's the right move. I don't think you've gone for it.
Oh, I've gone, okay.
Shape-shifting.
Oh, I went for invisibility.
We see the patterns.
Sorry. I went for invisibility.
Why shapeshifting over invisibility?
Just because you know what shape-shifting is, you can sort of be anything you want.
What would you be now?
On a day like today, probably a blue bottle.
Why would you be a blue bottle?
So it's the right weather for it.
But
I'd only do that for a bit.
No, they haven't. No, that doesn't make any sense. Why is it, you see them in this weather because they're buzzing around and it's their time of year where they.
Yeah,
but we don't have to be a blue bottle to enjoy the weather, do you?
No, but I've got to be something else, haven't I?
Yeah, but why a blue bottle?
What would you pick on a day like today? You wouldn't want to be a buffalo, a bison in this. It'd be well hot. So a blue bottle.
Why
out
not a
and about.
dolphin? It'd be...
In London.
It doesn't have to... So now you're a blue bottle who's got to go on the tube and go to work. Now
No,
you're I'm in
London. I'm in London though.
But
You've still got to be at home. If you're a fucking dolphin, where are you knocking about?
I didn't know the restriction was the fact that you had to be caught in the city.
Well, so where's the dolphin?
Oh, so you can completely change your species, but you can't move fucking town.
Well, then you've got to get home again. The shape-shifting, you know what it is?
Yeah, you can change into a blue bottle.
Anything.
Yeah. But would you be a 6-foot blue bottle?
No, just a little one, and then you do that for a bit, and then you change.
But why are you
else.
doing it? What are you thinking? Have you got
for
your
a change?
Yeah, well...
You said it, all right, you picked invisibility. What would you do with that?
No, that wasn't mine. That wasn't my superpower. That was my guess at yours, right? Because once you said, you wish you were invisible, So you could go sneak into HMV, you go shopping without having stress, pay for it, and leave in the morning.
Yeah, but
that was your
but that's when
paying for it
CDs
secretly.
was out. It's not worth it now, is it?
No.
fuckers paying for anything these days on the internet. Download for fuck all. So forget that. There's no advantage. Being a blue bottle.
Yeah, what are you doing? So you go, I'm in London. Oh, there's a bit of shit there. Oh, I'm glad I'm a blue bottle. So, but what if you're shape-shifting? Why don't you be a seagull and go to Brighton for the day? No, it's not the rules. You've got to stay in London. So why are you imposing this rule of it being in London?
I'd give everything a go. I just picked that because it was a nice day and I saw one earlier.
Okay, what if you could shapeshift, but it was like changing your region on your DVD? You only had 3 goes. What would you try and then stick with?
Ooh.
Remember, the world is your oyster.
Right.
You don't have to stay in Kentish Town for the day.
Well, I'd pick what's her name? I've said to you before, I'd be a sloth.
Bananarama?
Sloth.
Oh, you'd be a sloth?
I said that. It's still good, isn't it? Because if they're asleep, if I'm not enjoying being a sloth, I can dream about being something else. So it's a safe thing to be. Well, if you're asleep, you can... What's the problem?
You can anyway. You can wake up and go, oh, I wish I was a blue bottle.
I've never seen a blue bottle asleep.
Listen.
I called you the other day, you said slugs don't sleep.
No, you called me and said, do slugs sleep?
Yes, and you said, what did you say?
That's it. You got it all the wrong way around. I said, well, sleep, as we know it, is very different. Some have microsleep, some can estivate, some can actually be frozen.
All right.
So I said, what do you mean by sleep? Right? So...
Butterfly.
Why?
If I wasn't enjoying it, it's only for a day.
And then you die?
Yes.
But then you're dead.
Yeah, but if I'm not enjoying it...
But why do you... What?
The worst thing would be a tortoise.
You don't have to be a tortoise.
I don't fucking know, then. What's something else? I hate questions like this, because you ask me, I give you an answer and you argue with me. I've told you, I picked 3 perfectly decent things there.
A sloth.
A blue bottle, a butterfly.
Right, why did your superpower be flying? Then you could be Karl Pilkington.
Because Suzanne would be saying, no.
Why?
Because Suzanne would be going, oh, nip out and do an errand. Suddenly I'm flying around everywhere, busy, because she's going, it's easier for you. She don't get out for arse enough as it is. I don't want flying, and everybody would be on your back, and no, definitely not.
Then why choose a blue bottle and a butterfly?
That's because no one's... Yeah, but that's as a fly. Everyone's expecting it to fly. And then when I go back to me, I'd appreciate... I've always said to you about not knowing if I feel well. Whereas a blue bottle, it spends its day flying around being sick on shit. So if I come back to me and I'm like, I feel really good now, I'm not throwing up all the time. And
right.
So there's benefits to being a fly. I think I'd appreciate life more once I'd seen it through the eyes, many eyes, of a blue bottle. What would you pick? Let's change it, because it's unfair, this. What would you pick? Any shape-shifting?
Definitely, I'd pick either a bird or a dolphin, just soaring. An eagle soaring. A dolphin. The oceans. Whole world's my oyster. At no point would I think, I'll choose something that if it's shit, I die immediately. That's much better.
Well, we're all different, aren't we? That's what this is about.
Right, let's do one more very quick.
You're fucking different.
How about biggest pet hate?
Oh, fuck me, you haven't got long enough, mate.
Well, don't say it, right.
I don't think you... Oh, it's annoying that you're asking this now, because I've got so much that I don't know which one to pick.
It's difficult to write down.
Maybe just do a word that can prove that you would have got it right. If
well, I think it's
Oh.
There is one word, and it sort of applies to all the things you might say that annoy him, but I don't know What's your pet hate?
Just when they shit somewhere.
What?
Oh, when they shit somewhere and you can't find it and it stinks.
What?
I hate that.
Isn't that funny? I didn't get that. What do you mean?
Just what have you thought?
Faffing. Too much faffing. Like, is people always like, you can't do that? You have to phone 5 times. They have to put you on hold. People
Oh, you just mean an annoyance.
What did you think he meant?
He said a pet hate. I thought, right, okay, yeah, I would have said faffing.
What do you mean?
What do you hate about having a pet? When there's shit behind the
Okay, good night, everyone. Okay.
I don't word it like that.
I've known him for 10 years, and that surprised me.
Hang on, faffing.
That fucking surprised me. I'm really sorry about that.
Right, faffing. Yeah, faffing.
A pet hate. When you're asleep and it licks your bollocks. What?
No, alright, I got the wrong end. Yeah, faffing. Faffing, alright.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Fuck me. That's great. That's great. Cheers.
Karl, have you ever seen the programme Inside the Actors Studio?
No.
James Lipton interviews famous actors and gets words of advice about, how they work and how they act. But at the end, he always asks a series of questions, which is based on a French series of questions that a guy called Bernard Pivot used to give people when he interviewed them. So I'm going to ask you some of these questions, just interesting to see what your response is. And, answer them quickly, you don't have to think about them too much. What is your favourite curse word?
I don't think I've got one. Knobhead. That sums everything up, and I think it's...
But you wouldn't call your nan a knobhead, would you? What would you call a nan?
Well, knobhead's all right, isn't it? Because she sort of gets it. It's one of them things that everybody understands, but it's not too offensive.
Right.
What a knobhead.
What would you do, though, if you were swimming, right? It was a nice little thing, you're on holiday, right? And there's this octopus there, and you're going around, right? And you just see it start spitting at you, poison. What would you say to it?
Well, it's too late then, isn't it? And I'd kick it. And I'd say, knobhead. I would, but what's the point? What's the point in getting annoyed now? Because it's done its stuff, hasn't it?
I don't know why you'd kick it and call it a knobhead under the water. What is this octopus thinking? Oh, God. Oh, okay, you fucking 8-legged shit.
I'm not bothered. I don't know what you're saying.
Fucking cunt of a mollusk.
I'll just spit at you again. It's not bothered.
You slimy little fucking boneless wanker.
This is why the face
Are you still talking to the octopus?
I was listening to the radio in England a few weeks back, Radio 4, quite highbrow. There was a discussion about political correctness. My name came up straight away, right? And there was this woman on there going, oh, yeah, well, it's not right. Ricky Gervais, he makes jokes about fat people. He wouldn't make jokes about gay people, would he? And being fat is like being gay. What? No, it's not. What? You can't choose your sexuality. As we've established, you choose whether to eat too much or not. With your sexuality, you're born, you grow up, you discover you like same-sex relationships, and that's it. You're gay, okay? For being gay to be the same as being fat, you'd have to be born, be straight, grow up knowing you're straight, but gradually and consciously wean yourself onto cock. Oh. Happy 16th birthday, son. This is Raoul. Suck his cock. Sorry, father? Suck his cock. 16 now, suck his cock. I don't like cock, father. Doesn't like cock. How do you know if you've never tried it? Ah! Suck his cock. I don't... Suck one cock. Suck... that's not sucking it, that's playing with you. Put it in your mouth. Put it... Look, have a go, you might like it. Oh, it's not so bad, is it? Oh, I fucking love these. If that happened, then being gay would be the same as being fat, but it doesn't, so it's not. Okay.
Good luck with that. Now, after being sent around the world 3 times by Ricky Gervais and Stephen Merchant in An Idiot Abroad, in his brand new series, The Moaning of Life, Karl Pilkington is going it alone.
Before we talk to him about the ups and downs of his latest adventures, here's a quick look at the man himself in action.
Reynold Fiennes, or whatever his name is, when he climbed Everest. He didn't say, here's my little mate I brought. What numbers in my mobile phone wouldn't fill this row tables here? It's a town made for mermaids.
Okay.
Put him outside to where he stinks. Where are we going?
Just keep going straight.
Well, I've got no option.
Was it? It was just okay.
Is that good? If she was bald, I'd want to know. I was happy with the jacket. If he's broke, they call me. When we get an invite through the door that size, it's the equivalent to getting jury duty. Never got to, yeah.
Karl joins us now. It's lovely to see you, as always. This new series is a bit of a journey of self-discovery, in a way, because each episode covers a big topic, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's the big things that happen in your life. It's the marriage idea, having kids, happiness, death. So they're all things that most people deal with at some point in their life.
So you go around the world to find the answer to these from different
I mean, I'll tell you now, there isn't any answers.
Right.
I'm more clueless now than I was at the beginning, because the world's pretty mad, isn't it? The way people do things and why they do things, and you ask people why they do them, and they go, I don't know. I don't know, they just do. There's a lot of traditions, isn't there, that just keep things going. You think that's the reason for it. So yeah, the first one's on Sunday night at 9, and it's about marriage. And
it is about marriage, yes. So you go to one of the clips we're going to show us in a minute. You go to India.
India.
And you sort of explore the idea of arranged marriages.
Yeah.
And they have sort of agencies for arranged marriages.
It's all pretty smooth. I mean, I know some people sort of go, oh, arranged marriages, that's a bad thing. But if you're like me, I've never been one for chatting women up. I can't do it.
Right.
Forget it. It's not going to happen.
OK.
So for people like me, if you can go into an office and you've got a bloke going, right, here's a catalogue, what sort of thing are you after?
That's not very romantic, is it?
But it works a lot. Honestly, the woman who I met, I reckon, and honestly, she was well into me. She would have had me like that. Honestly, she was well into me. And I think I would have been quite happy with her.
Really?
Honest to God, if I've got a girlfriend, I've had her for ages. But if it didn't work out, I'd probably be back on a plane to meet this woman, because honestly...
And were you just a match? You were a match?
It was just, I went in and there's a bloke there and he's saying, what do you want? And I'm going, oh, I don't want anyone who's too clever or anything, because I'd end up annoying them. And I just write down what I'm like. You know, you write down your bold, skills, your interests, what you like. And in the end, I mean, the weird thing is everyone's there. When you turn up, the mum and dad was there and they're quizzing you. I don't do interviews. I'm nervous at this. I find this weird. I've never got a job through doing an interview. So it was exactly like that. But you had to be honest.
Well, you nearly got a future wife.
I know.
Honest to God, you haven't seen it yet?
We've got a clip. Should we have a look?
All right, yeah,
Let's have a look.
Yeah.
Tell me something about your parents.
Are the doctors?
No, there's no doctors. I mean, they've retired now. My dad has done loads of jobs, from tiling, gardening. Yeah. He's done courier work, taxi driver. He had like a butty shop with my mum.
What level education you have finished?
I didn't do that well. The school wasn't very good.
So did they know that you had no intention of marrying their daughter?
I don't know. I asked that because obviously there's a director there and a cameraman and everything, and I thought they were just doing this for fun, but by the end the dad was... I mean, it's the problem with talking about it, because it ruins it, doesn't it, for people watching. But by the end, the dad was sort of going, right, can we get your number, maybe you can meet again tomorrow for a coffee, go to the cinema. And I was a bit like, oh, hang on. At first I was enjoying it, because I'm thinking, I'm doing all right here. Forgot all about Suzanne at home. Talked to her about an hour before. And I sat there going, she's got all right. And then I suddenly was like, oh, God, I'm going to have to let her down. She's going to have to know. And I was going, I'm not telling her.
How was work today, darling? Yes, it was great. I got married.
I know, honestly. So it sort of built me up a bit, because, like I say, I've never been... I don't know if women like me or not. But through that, I was like, yeah.
Well, that's the... As you said, that's this week's show. That's the marriage one. What about the other subjects? So how do you cope with death? How did you deal with that one?
I mean, I'm really interested in death, because it's going to happen. It's not... You see, with marriage, I haven't got married, even though I've been with Suzanne for ages. It's like, kids, we haven't bothered. But death, it's going to happen.
You can't avoid
Can't avoid it.
Well, you went to an unusual funeral, didn't you?
It's maddest. Honestly, I've been all around the world and I've seen some mad stuff. And I get a bit blasé. I think, oh, another tribe, I've seen it. You know what I mean? You get a bit blasé about stuff that I'm visiting around the world. But this funeral in Ghana, yeah, I mean, you'll have to watch it.
It was an old lady, wasn't it?
It was an old woman called Comfort. Never met her when she was alive. She'd been dead for 2 months. And what they do, they don't bury them that quick because they've got family all over Africa. And if they're poor and what have you, they can't just fly in. They've got to travel. So the body's not buried for ages because they basically want all family and friends to say goodbye to them. So she's, I got involved in sort of doing her up, putting the makeup on her, and they prop them up in the corner of the room. And people come in. This woman called Comfort, she worked in like a market stall flogging some fruit called kinky, some local thing. So that was her job, sat behind this table flogging kinky. So what they did, they sat her in a corner, table, kinky on it, and family and friends are going up, sort of putting money in her hand, and going, oh, really weird. Wow. Really weird, and everyone else is thinking it's normal.
But
going in taking pictures, probably putting it on Twitter.
Like
they have a very, very different. Maybe that's it's us that's wrong. We have a bad relationship with death.
I said that. You never hear about it on the telly. We never like to talk about it. You know, everyone's morbid. There, dancing down the streets. It's a proper celebration. I think someone said...
It seems a better way... I mean,
definitely
unusual for us, but it seems like a better relationship with death, like
really?
you said. Fascinating.
No,
I can't wait to watch it.
It's the best one, that.
Yeah?
Is it?
Yeah, it's the last episode, but it's...
You didn't miss Ricky and Stephen?
No.
No. Because I suppose the hotels were better.
Definitely. I mean, sometimes you're in places where it's just basic, but, you know, I mean, last time I was packing bottles of Domestos with me when they were sending me away, do you know what I mean? Whereas this time, if there was something half-decent, you know, with clean bedding, I'd be staying there. So I definitely enjoy the trips more. I mean, I still don't like being away from home, but...
No, it's funny you keep taking these travelling jobs, isn't it?
It's a job, innit? It is a job, you know. I'm sure you're sat there thinking, why are we talking to him again? But it's, you've got to do it.
Look how much I wrote down to ask you.
I know, me too.
We have so much to ask you. We've just scratched the surface. It's lovely having you here.
Proving our point.
The Moaning of Life is Sunday. It's at 9 on Sky One and Sky One HD.
And there's a book out as well for it again.
Oh, okay. There we are. There
you
go. Marvellous. It's lovely to see you.
Thanks for having me on.
It's a pleasure. Sue Hill's appealing for your help.
Do you know, the other week when I came up with, like, a different idea of how we can sort of make the world run and that?
Can we just have a quick recap of that? Because I seem to remember it was a load of old arse.
It was ridiculous. It was he was saying that the world is overpopulated, so the system would be where people were living too long and stuff. So what happens is people live till 78. I don't know how you can enforce that, right? Yeah. But when they die, they've got a little baby in their stomach, like a pip in an apple, that then carries on when they die. Right. It wasn't a theory. It wasn't an idea. It was the ramblings of a mental case.
You're saying it's stupid, but someone's emailed in and said, "Oh yeah, that's pretty good." Just saying. If that's a no, right? I've been thinking.
It is a no.
What about if we do it the other way, right?
Ah, go on.
Somehow, I don't know how.
A kid has an old lady. That's what it's going to be, isn't it?
A child gives birth to an old man.
No.
Hey.
What I'm saying is, right?
Go on.
Work the other way round.
Come on then.
So if somehow we can inject something in like a body that's just died, right?
Listen to this. Imagine this is notes. So when he hands it into the Nobel people, and they go, if there's a way that we can inject something, they go, well, what? Well, I don't know the chemical formula, but something HO2.
Right. So anyway, so you inject it in the temple.
He's narrowed it down to the temple.
So what happens?
She sort of wakes up, right? And she works the other way. So, like, she might be 77.
Yep.
And then she'll have a birthday, she's 76. And she's working that way.
Right.
If you know what I mean.
Okay.
Are you with me?
No, keep it.
Because the thing is, you've got...
I'm really scared.
Yeah.
I'm really scared. This is the maddest thing you've ever said. This is madder than the old lady with the pip like an apple in her belly.
It sort of did work.
No, it didn't work. It worked in your head. It's like a dream that you wake up and go, oh, I've got a great theory.
This is it. Let me just tell you the ending, because the endings works out a bit better.
Go on.
What I'm saying is, when you die, at the age of...
78.
9 months...
What?
At the age of 9 months, because that's when you come out.
What do you mean when you die at the age of 9 months?
You're not scared of dying because you're now a baby, so you don't know what's going on anyway. So there's no fear.
So you missed out a bit here. So this woman, what, literally gets younger and younger?
I think when she's in her 20s, she's in her old age, Rick.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter because that's the fun part of your life, isn't it? When you're 20 and you've got all your energy and that. So before you die, you're actually having a good life rather than it being the other way around.
But does she do different stuff than she did on the way up? Because she's already lived 78 years, hasn't she? Don't forget. She was a baby once, and she grew to 78 years, then someone stuck a needle in her head and said, right, back you go.
No, we'll forget all that bit.
Forget all that bit. How do we forget that bit?
What I'm saying
So
is...
she died and she doesn't remember all her... This is a new life, is it?
Let me just leave you with this.
Right, you're talking shit. Explain yourself.
But aren't the family getting younger as well? What's happened to the family?
Forget it then, we'll leave it as it is.
No, leave it as it is, shall we?
Shall we? Can we all agree on that, guys, now? Should we agree to leave it as it is? Is that alright? Because I don't want to hear any more from the diaries of Charles Manson.
No, it's I mean, you're a fucking maniac. Hello, I'm Ricky Gervais. I'm here in London, in my office, but I'm not writing another award-winning series. No, I'm chilling out with my friend. Look who it is. It's only Elmo.
Hi, everybody. Hey. Thank you. Thank you. Throw money. That's a little joke.
Well, Elmo, I've invited you...
I'm a little low. Can you put him up on the couch?
Do you want that? There you go.
Oh, quick, thank you.
You all right?
Yeah, Elmo's good. Elmo's so happy to see you here. And Elmo's so happy to be in London, too.
Well, last time we met, we were in New York, weren't we? On Sesame Street.
Where Elmo lives, yeah.
Where you live, and it was a great pleasure. I actually cited meeting you as the highlight of my career.
Really? Elmo feels sorry for you, Mr. Gervais.
I don't get out enough, do I?
No.
Now, Elmo, it was...
Something there.
You know they're my pyjamas.
Really? You work in your pyjamas?
Well, you were in your pyjamas last time.
Boy, he must be really important.
Exactly.
You can wear whatever you want to wear.
I know. I can do what I want here. It's my office. This is my town. And when I was there, I noticed that you were surrounding yourself with, like, weird things. Little monsters and strange...
Oh, Mr. Gervais, we don't call them weird.
No, but...
They're family.
But they're not sort of normal, are they, really?
No.
They're all different shapes and sizes,
and colours,
funny voices and that. But I've got a little surprise for you. Because I've got my own little weird friend that I think you should meet, that I think you'll get on with.
Really?
It's only Warwick Davis.
Mr. Warwick Davis? Hello.
Come on.
Hey.
Oh, there you go. Look.
Oh, you get that done to you too, huh?
Fine, here we are.
I'm the luckiest man in the world.
Oh, this is great.
Oh, dear.
It's so good to see you.
It's good to meet you as well, hiya.
Wow.
Fantastic. This is good to be here.
Yeah.
Right, Ricky, yeah.
Yeah. He's got a little suit on.
Yeah.
We could get you something like this, couldn't we? A little furry outfit or something.
No, I've done the furry outfit.
Oh, Amway, what do you think of him?
Well, Emma thinks you're wonderful. I'm gonna see you in a bunch of movies.
I knew he'd like you.
Yeah,
Are you? Yeah. I knew they'd get on.
It's so good to meet you.
Look at this.
There we
I
are.
can't believe like that.
Together, all
Oh,
together.
God.
Good.
Oh.
Hey, Mr. Ward, will you come to Sesame Street?
Oh, I'd love to see
No,
that.
very much
You
like
put him in a little
yeah,
dustbin or something.
No,
and
I'd
he-
have to be in a little...
A little pop-up, a little dustbin.
Oscar?
And you'd get to meet, like, interesting people, because they have big guests on there. And they go, look, do you want to meet Elmo? Yeah, hello, Elmo. And they go, do you want to meet Grover? Yeah, hello, Grover. Look who's in the bucket. It's Warwick Davis. Oh, yeah. It's Warwick Davis in the bucket. We love Warwick Davis in the bucket. Oh, God.
Boy, this is such a wonderful surprise, Mr. Gervais.
I know. See?
Thanks for bringing Mr. Warwick.
You can't keep him, though, because he's got to go back to... where do you live?
I live in a house.
Oh, I'd love to see that little house.
It's not little, you can imagine it. Would be.
Oh, God. Oh. Say goodbye, everyone. Say goodbye.
Bye.
Say goodbye.
Oh, it's so nice to meet you, Mr.
Yeah, it's nice to meet you. We'll
Mr.
chat later.
Warwick.
Yeah, kiss him if you want.
Yeah.
Go on. Kiss him.
I'm so happy that Mr. Ricky Gervais is here.
Really?
Yeah, he's very funny.
I'm the only one here today not getting paid. Let me state that straight away. It's a charity. We don't make profit. All right, yeah. Tell the cameraman they're not getting paid. Let's see what they do. Let's see the grip go. Yeah, I'll give up my wages. It wouldn't happen, would it? It wouldn't happen. I'm the only one not getting paid.
Well, come on now, you're having fun.
I am having fun. It's been
Yes.
fantastic. I love Elmo.
So that's your payment.
Exactly. That's why I do charity as well, because the actual work is the reward itself. Why do you wear pyjamas when you go to bed, but you're naked the rest of the time? It doesn't make any sense. It's crazy. It's mad.
No, but this acting. It's called acting, Mr. Gervais. Acting.
Oh dear.
No, we were doing...
Question. She's in charge. This is her show.
Go ahead. Shoot.
I totally lost any control that I ever thought I might
Give me
have.
4. Give me 4. Give me 4. Yeah.
4.
So I understand.
Where did you lose this interview? Where?
Oh God!
Come on, get it back.
It's unprofessional.
Come on,
You can't even control.
Get it back. Get it back.
A Muppet and a fat guy. Just calm it down. You've got me in trouble.
It wasn't Elmo's fault. You were doing it.
Well, just be nice. No talk
Elmo
about.
was trying to sway you back. Okay,
No,
what?
these are the no-go areas. Drugs, child abuse, the Holocaust. Okay.
We won't talk about
Let's
those.
stay off those 3 things.
Okay.
That's because that's your stand-up, right?
Exactly. Yeah. N. Do you know what necrophilia is?
Elmo wants this tape.
So do I. Set your pig is free. Set your pig is free. Set your pig is free.
Came up with a good idea.
We'll be the judge of that. Well, I do it now. It's not a good idea.
Okay.
Okay. I'm sticking my neck out here. But I think this isn't going to be a good idea.
Okay.
Thoughts?
Well, I'm going to agree with you. I'm going to second that motion.
Okay. Let's see if we're both right.
See-through skin.
High five, Rick.
But that isn't what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, have you seen them weird things that just look like they sort of look like a leaf?
Yeah, there are insects that have evolved to look like a leaf. So a bird thinks, oh, there's no tea there.
No,
that's
but
not a juicy insect. It's a leaf. I don't eat leaves.
Yeah, but at some point, something has had it away with a leaf.
No!
What?
At no point has something had it away with a leaf.
No, to make it look that much like a
No!
leaf.
At no point did a beetle shag a leaf. There's nothing on a genetic level or molecular level, anything to do with it having anything to do with a stick or a leaf. It's superficial. It's the way it looks. Do you know what he said to me the other day? This is unbelievable. This is one of the most stupid, incredible things I've ever heard. He was talking, and he suddenly stopped, and he was thinking about it, and he went, oh, I went, what? He went, you'd never see a black ghost.
Extraordinary.
True, though, isn't it?
I've never seen a ghost, full stop.
There are no ghosts. There aren't ghosts.
No, I mean when you just see them in, like, magazines and that.
Play a record!
Right, I don't know the sort of full ins and outs of it.
Go on, you surprised me.
But what he asked for, something happened to his tackle, right?
Mm-hmm.
His penis.
Yeah, right. So he was at the doctor's, and they were like, oh, what can you do for me? It's a bit embarrassing, I've got nothing down there, right? So they were like looking at it, going, yeah. Doctor, I don't know if he started like rubbing his chin with his finger or something. Looked down, he's thinking, got an idea. You know, you've got a lot of fingers, how many of them do you use? The patient's like, yeah, I see what you're thinking. They cut off one of his fingers, sewn that on to where his tackle is. He's happy.
Well, that's different though, isn't it?
Well,
that's where they've
really
taken
different.
tissue. No, but I assume they fashioned it into more of a knob than a finger.
No, I still think it's there with like a little knuckle and you know, fingernail and that on
Well,
it.
I assure you it isn't. They've probably used the finger as a basis to then build up some sort of knob-based organ.
If you were doing that, use a sausage. I mean, why lose a finger for...
Well, I'll tell you why. Because your finger has your tissue, your blood type, and therefore would graft near your testicles. A sausage is a thing that's made by a butcher out of offal, okay, that really can't be grafted onto any part of the human body. That's why they very rarely use any meat products in surgery. I know, yeah. Well, I mean, why not use a sausage? You're a mental case.
I've been trying to take in too much information though. That's the problem recently. Well, I said to you last week, I've been like reading more books and what have you, and trying to take in too much. But the problem is, like even watching telly and that now. Suzanne said to me, you know, stop doing that. Stop watching telly late at night and going to bed, because it's making your brain too active. And I'm sort of...
Heaven forbid.
And, you know, I'm trying to get to sleep and I can't, and then when I wake up, she had a go at me the other day, right? Because it was the night after watching The Fat Baby, right? Woke up in the morning, and, she had a go at me because as soon as I woke up, I said, something like, how can you freeze time? She says, are you going to say good morning or whatever?
I'm gonna burst! Just imagine it, right? It's like the sun comes out through the window. Oh, she's right. Carl's like that, his little head. His eyes open, he goes, one of those floppy night hats. How can you freeze time? Oh, God.
Oh, chimpanzee, that is only gone and written it down, the little...
That's the jingle for Karl's diary, excerpts of which we read each week. Get straight into it. A band from the Conga have won the Best Newcomers in a Radio 3 competition. They use pots and pans for instruments. It says that the Conga is a poor, sad place. So why do people do that happy dance at the end of parties called the Conga?
Right, one is the Congo. There's no place called the Conga. They come from a place called the Congo. Where do you come from? Okie dokie. It's a terrible place that we don't know whether to put our left leg in or our right leg in. Sometimes we shake it all about.
We're not sure if we should.
But, Conga!
So, we'll move on to this next one, right, which is brilliant. Dead short story, so, right, old woman, about 70 years old. She's normally fit and healthy and stuff, nothing wrong with her, she's having a good life. And, one day, she goes for a check to the doctors, just to check herself out, 'cause she's getting on a bit. Says, take your clothes off and that. So, she does, and, checks her out, says, yeah, you're looking good, you're looking good. Turn round, he said, oh God. He says, you got a tumour on your buttock. Right? So she goes, oh, what, can you do anything to sort it out? So they go, yeah, we'll book you in for an operation, it's best if we remove this. Books her in for an operation, operation day comes, strip her down and that, they're all stood round, the doctors, start to operate, it only turns out it's a pork chop that she sat on 5 years earlier, and it had stuck to her buttock.
Right, Karl.
I can forward you. I'm honest.
Right.
No, listen. Serious.
Right, okay, Karl. I'm telling you now. I'm leaving. I'm never doing this show again.
No, I'm serious. Honestly.
You're talking. I've never had such. You are. Play a record. Play a record.
I can't believe it.
What do you mean you can't believe it? Stop the record. Stop the record. Stop the record. Right. Okay. Right. What do you mean you couldn't believe it?
No. When I read it, I said I've got to tell
Ricky. This woman had a pork chop stuck to her arse for 5 years. You mental case. Of course she didn't.
But I always remember this story when I was a kid about some bloke who a bit sad, the story, but weird. He had throat cancer, right? And his doctor said, carry on with your life, right? It's not going to be that good, but just carry on, but don't eat meat. And he was like, oh, I love meat. He's like, yeah, but just don't, have your veg, plenty of vitamins and stuff, keep yourself strong, but don't be eating that. Anyway, he was fed up because he loved his meat, and his wife was feeling a bit sorry for him one day, and thought, I'm sick of him looking fed up and that, all he wants is some meat, for God's sake, give him some meat. So she goes to the butcher's, gets him a big piece of, steak and what have you. He can't believe it, he's like, oh, brilliant, cheers for that. Anyway, he's got the meat on his plate, just about to tuck in, and the cancer comes out from his throat. What? No, I know, it sounds really weird, but it's something that I was told about years ago when I was growing up.
What are you talking about?
It was just some bad illness, some cancer thing, and it was coming out waiting for the meat. It was sort of dying.
Again, I get a lot of your medical knowledge is from...
It's from the film Alien.
So this guy with throat cancer, okay, as opposed to it being a disease of the cell...
It was like a living...
The alien. It was alien.
So it was the animal. It was the little animal cancer.
That's why
what are you talking about?
Meat. He wasn't allowed to eat meat.
So it's sitting there. So it's actually sitting there and throat. Well, I'll tell you what I'd have done if I'd have had some cancer in my throat. I'd go, there you go, rid of that. What are you talking about? So what happened?
He choked to death on this thing, and the wife was like, "Oh, I shouldn't have given him the meat after all."
Just that's a bollock story.
It's all. There's loads of weird stuff like that that happens in medical stuff.
Well, the terrible thing is, if you got testicular cancer and you eat meat, your bollocks come out of your trousers, and they're all over the plate, and you have to be asked to leave the restaurant.
But it doesn't sound like the great place to live, right? Could they not move? Could one of them go? Do you know what? I'm sick of this. I'm moving or whatever, and go to a proper city. How far away is this? These Papa people, to the next. To the next.
They're like the Smurfs. They're very like the Smurfs.
But how many miles away from a place with a normal life going on?
But think about this, Carl. Firstly, they don't speak the language, so they don't have any practical skills. They've got no experience of civilization. So even if they chose to go and live in one of these cities, what can they do? How can they function? They'll spend 15 years just trying to figure out what how everything works.
Mind you, I have had the same thought about Inuits.
Right.
If you live in a house made of ice and eat fish all day, and then just stay in for 6 months, move. I really do. I mean, I don't understand why they're living there.
I think there's some bacteria that has better lives than that.
That's got to be offensive.
Why?
Okay, how about this is one of the weirdest things. This is one of the weirdest things, right?
Sorry. An entire race
just
of people.
Dismiss.
I'm not having a go, but I'm just saying I wouldn't fancy it. Is what I mean. He said what you've got to do when you go to sleep, focus on your toe, right?
Okay.
He said, and just think about nothing else. I said,
he's a witch. Did he say to put a toad under the bed?
No, he just said focus on the toe and see how you go on and what have you. Next time you come in, let me know. Anyway, I gave this a go, focusing on the toe.
So what does this mean? You mean you sat in bed staring at your toes?
No, this is it. He said, like, lie down, shut your eyes, and sort of look at it, sort of thing. So I was lying there, and it just wasn't working because...
Oh, Carl, this isn't medicine!
Because I was...
You were thinking of a finger?
Well, no,
he found out he was thinking of someone else's toe. Yeah. Next day someone called up and said, Carl, my toe's better.
Yeah. No, the problem was I was still using my eyes even though I had them shut.
Oh God! Just when I think he could never come up with something stupid, he pulls that one out of the bag!
Right, so what does that mean?
Oh God!
Other emails. We've had a lot of questions about time travel. People are fascinated about your approach to time travel. And I know we've talked about this in the past, but this is a very specific time travel question. If you had a time machine, Carl, to what event in your childhood would you travel back to and why?
What's the point in going back to things that you thought... No, it's just that it's never as good, is it? It's like a place you go on holiday and you go back thinking it'll be as good as the first time. It never is. So I don't believe in going back to places.
What do you understand the question as? Do you think they're asking, would you go back like a ghost and spy? Would you go back and you've got your childhood back? You are that child again. You're in the body. You are the child, or you've got your adult head and experiences on.
Rick, I really don't think Carl was thinking there was any of those variations. No, let's be honest. But now that you've flagged them up,
I think he was thinking of him as he is now in school with a cap on.
yeah.
But
too big for the chairs. yeah. Come on.
No, I don't think I would go back. It's all happened now, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's an email for our own amusement.
Well, okay.
Choose an event. Okay, forget the time travel thing.
No, hang on. I think let's clarify one of Ricky's points. What if you could go back and you could live that moment again? How would you do it differently?
There's been times where I've gone, oh, that was a bit out of order or whatever. But then you learn from your mistakes, don't you? So I don't want to go back and change stuff because it's like that thing that they go on about, innit, where they blame the butterfly on an earthquake. It's going to happen. If it wasn't that butterfly, it's another one. So why pass the buck? Is what I'm saying.
So you've got no regrets. There's nothing in your past you'd want to change or do differently.
What about if you went back and you spied like a ghost on something? You couldn't change anything, but you could have a look at someone and just sort of look like
what?
like Ebenezer Scrooge does at the Ghost of Christmas Past. He goes back and he's sort of like looking at himself dancing and stuff. What would you do? What would you go back and have a look at?
Yeah, but you're asking me to change. I don't want to change.
You're not changing. You're just observing.
It's impossible.
All right,
this question. It's not going to happen. You're not going to have to do this. It's impossible.
Right. Yeah, I nearly died once, didn't I? On an ice pop.
Right.
Right. Now, maybe if I would have died, I'd say, well, let's go back to that, and I won't have an ice pop.
You wouldn't be doing the podcast if you'd have died. You wouldn't be having this email put to you. What are you?
That's absurd.
About?
You're now saying you're rewriting history and then going back to change it.
Yeah.
There's no need. You didn't die.
And we've changed it. You can't change anything. You're just going to go back and watch them. Would you like to go back and watch yourself choking on a Mr. Freeze?
No, that's what I'm saying. That's why I wouldn't go back now, because I'm all right. I haven't had one since. I've learnt a lesson. I'm not missing them ice pops. So
I don't think you're making the most of this opportunity to fantasise.
I don't see the point in going back in anything. I mean, do you mean go back in time to the point of you can see, like, Rome in its working day?
What, in your childhood? Was Rome about when in your childhood? Were there gladiators in your childhood?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Everything I've been through, so why see it again?
Forget it. It was just a nice little question.
I mean, that shows the lack of imagination in Karl Pilkington. Your mind can't fathom something unless it's, like, got two heads.
But I don't see the point in doing something twice. Because the thing is, say if there's one good moment when I was about 6 that I loved, I'd then have to go through all the other 20 years. Again.
Well, why? Why have you imposed that? It's a fantasy. Make up.
You could go back and come back again.
Yeah, whiz back and fast forward 35 years.
Nah.
Brilliant. No. Like it was on offer. Like this was really on offer. Move on.
Have you ever been in a hospital when it's been shut down, or a school when there's no kids in it and there's that sort of bad atmosphere of, like, weirdness?
Yeah.
Right?
For the sake of argument, yeah.
We're wandering about and I say, oh yeah, what's in this room, right? And all the floors are like a wreck and rotten and stuff.
Oh my God.
There's a little sign there, right? And I go up to it and it says, flies this way. So I follow the arrow, which goes to this corner where there's a shelf, about 3,000 dead flies on it, condom stuck on the top. Right, you might remember in the first podcast, I was telling you about this scary house that my mate lives in, where he's like a security man. You're not like a security man, are you? What are you?
Well, just look after it.
You just look after it and that. He just looks after it. So this is it, because I thought I'd show you around it, because just in case you thought I'd made it up and that, about the bit about the flies and all that, where there's flies on the shelf and stuff. So this is the sort of state I was telling you how it's a mess. This is it. Ceiling's caving in over there. It's just there. Pair of pants. Right then, we've found the room that I was talking about on the podcast, with the dead flies and that on it. This is the sign that I was telling you about. Got a fly on it, right? Little arrow. There's flies here, look. Little ladybird there. Oh, flies attacking the ladybird and that. Right. So you've got that. So follow it along. Right, you think, well, there's nothing there. Then you've got, if you can get the camera up there, right? Look at that lot. Dead flies. I'm just showing you this because some people have said, oh, you made it up and all that. But there's no way, just for the sake of the podcast, I'd go around collecting that many dead flies. There's a condom as well that I was talking about. Weird, isn't it?
Right. Well, we got so much to get through with this
sorry,
show.
let me just get this. I don't quite understand. You were given a gift, and the gift was a golfing day of golf.
And yeah, for my Christmas present, part of my Christmas present from Jane, a night away, 2 rooms, 2 rounds of golf, dinner for 2, right?
But not with her, I noticed.
Well, she doesn't play. No, she knew. No, it was a present. They were playing golf. It was a golfing day. She doesn't play golf, so I had to choose someone to take away. It's alright. It wasn't a romantic meal.
No, but that was my immediate thought. I was...
yeah, me and Carl just getting in there in the jacuzzi together.
It just sounds like an excuse for Jane to have a day off from you. But you don't play golf, Jane. I know. Go.
Yeah.
Enjoy yourself.
A bowling ball with my name on it. So chose Carl, obviously. We went. It was a great day, wasn't it? Brilliant round of golf. Absolutely brilliant. Such a beautiful place in Stoke Poges. It's like a really posh place.
And are you a good golf player?
Well, we'll get to that.
Oh, okay.
Well, he bought the shoes especially for it.
Oh, brilliant. I'd love to see him in those little shoes.
I know, and they were no good because they were metal spikes. We had to change them. He was annoyed straight away. He spent over £22 on these golf shoes. We hired a buggy. That was brilliant fun. I was bombing along, wasn't I? I don't drive, but it was great on that buggy. Well, you've been on a buggy with me and you were a bit scared.
Yeah.
What? I nearly killed us once. I was just taking banks and things, but you don't see sort of bunkers, and he'd scream and go, "Stop!" And he'd put his foot down the brake, and then I reversed.
At one point he sort of did a handbrake turn next to the lake, and then we had to reverse, right? And you just flick a switch and put your foot down. He did that without looking. I looked behind, there's a big oak tree there.
He screams, "Watch the tree!" Right? He's so
Dukes of Hazzard.
I kept jumping in and leaving him behind because I had to go to my ball. Because anyway, so the first shot, I got on the driver. I honestly did one of the best shots I've ever done. It went straight down. It was great. I thought, phew, got away with that because it's always the first one because it's a clubhouse and you want to look good.
Yeah.
So. He tees up, right? And I've been saying, buy some balls. He just got 6 balls. I was going, what if you lose me? I want these 6 balls, right? He tees up, right? Whacks it. It goes miles, like, right angles, straight into these, the woods, right? He turns around, he goes, go and buy some more balls. So I'm laughing, because it's, like, impolite to laugh, but he broke the ice for me, and I was falling around. And then his second shot, I go, you're off for 3 now. If you take another shot, he went, oh, right. So it's his 3rd shot, he puts the ball down. He hits the ground before it and misses the ball altogether. And I was on my back, wasn't I? Unbelievable.
Actually rolling about on his back.
And we were terrible. I went round 107, he went round in like 119 or something. Sure. It was just rubbish.
How long did it take?
5 hours.
Of course.
And there was no one around, luckily. But it was fantastic. So then we go and have our meal. What annoys me, I said, right, I'll go for a run. He went, I'll have a bath. I said, I'll see you at 7:45. At 7:55, I have to call him. He's not ready, so he's let me down there. I can't stand lateness or laziness.
You hate lateness.
Yeah, and he's let me down. Do you know his excuse? He fell asleep in the bath because there was no light bulb.
There's no light bulb in the bathroom.
So instantly he fell asleep. And he was late.
No, do you know what I mean though, Steve? If you're sort of, like, nice and warm and what have you. I was tired anyway, I've been stressed out for 4.5 hours, right? My life flashed in front of me a few times in that buggy. So it's all sort of wears you down a bit. I thought, right, I've got a headache. You're going for your run. I'm gonna have a bath. I walk in, put the light on, for some reason it didn't come on, but I thought, it's alright, I'll just, you know, doesn't matter, you can have a bath in the dark.
It's summer, so it's light anyway.
Well, there's no windows in the bathroom, so... Yeah.
So you were in the darkness?
So I'm in the darkness. I nod off because I'm shattered. He calls up, asking me. So I said, well, I won't... you know, it doesn't normally take that long for me because... You know, I haven't got, like, long hair, I've got a dryer and I can sort of one wipe.
Yeah, he's already 10 minutes late, though, when I called.
Well, 10 minutes.
10 wow, minutes. Lateness is lateness, next.
Doesn't matter, dinner wasn't until 20:15, so we had, like, another 20 minutes anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, but we said 1:45.
So he's calling up, hurry up, so I said, yeah, alright, so I get out, and drying, like, my tackle and what have you. Calls back again 30 seconds later.
You know?
No, I don't,
no?
you know, I don't like that.
You're not gonna do that, no.
Give it a wipe. 30 seconds later, come on! So I end up going downstairs to the meal area.
Naked.
With a wet shirt on and wet socks. I've got headache as it is. Making it a relaxing weekend.
But anyway, so we have our meal, which is really nice. And then we're sitting in the bar. I'm having a cigar by the fire.
Yeah.
Like, we're having a rather nice Pinot Grigio.
Yeah.
He's there going, I've got a headache.
Is this 1955 that you live in?
It's so right. We are knackered because you know he's not used to work. I've seen him moaning, falling asleep. He's not used to it at all.
And you've been on your feet for over half an hour.
Yeah, right. So yeah, we didn't even walk around the golf course. We had a buggy.
Yeah.
Wasn't even exercise. So we get onto conversations. He's talking about. He's asking me stuff about evolution. Tell me that. Why the giraffe? What's that rubbish about the giraffe getting a long neck? I said, well, it didn't try and get a long neck. It was selected. And he said, but why would evolution do that? I went, well, you think that evolution didn't do anything? There's not this consciousness, there's not this will that a giraffe has to stretch its neck to reach the leaves. One had a long enough neck to survive and pass it in. He was going, yeah, but why did evolution? This isn't. But by the way, this isn't the most stupid thing. This is warming up. This is about 8:45. Right? He said, why didn't evolution make a giraffe good at carpentry so it could build a ladder?
Right. Yeah. Okay. No. All right.
Okay. So he's thinking around it. He's trying to pick holes in evolution.
Yeah.
We get on to. I said, well, things are. I said, we can see the speed of evolution in lower life forms like bacteria, viruses. They evolved, and that's why soon we won't have an antibiotic that can kill some certain bacterial strains. And he said, and this is about 11:30. And I said, I'm going to bed. Right? He said, in the future, they reckon that you'll be able to wake up and eat a yogurt you can have a chat with.
Well, I'm starting my trip up Mount Death tomorrow morning, or whatever it is. Wasn't really worrying about it that much, and then it's just suddenly hit me. It's big. It's a big hill. I mean, it even looks high up on that, look. There's clouds by the side of it. And now you're giving me all this clobber. Hook shot. In case I need that, because it's high up. Bomb shoe. Never heard of that. Don't know what that does. Some sort of foodage. When I left home, that's what I brought, a bit of walnut. I thought a nice stroll, some chocolate, enjoy the view. I said to Suzanne, I'm sick of it. She's going, you need to do it when I get a new kitchen. We're at the beginning now. Track's not that bad, is it? Pretty flat. A bit harder now, isn't it? Shit, it's not a hill, is it? It is a proper mountain. It's best not looking up. It's always best not knowing how far you've got to go or anything, really.
All right, boy. Thought I'd arrange a little break from the road. I know you're into your body popping and, you know, singing and little donkey and that when you were younger. So I thought you'd fit right in. All right, boy. See you later.
I'm shattered, do you know what I mean? And now I've got to turn into Lionel Blair. Just like that. Right. Get a load with this. When Suzanne's mum does a Sunday dinner, it's like that on a plate. Piled mash, Yorkshire pudding. It's like that, honestly. We don't talk for the first half an hour because we can't see each other. Just sat behind mounds of food. And even though I'm hungry, I go, I can't eat all that. That's that for me. I've been overfaced. Well, I'm prepared to give it a go. Jesus. I mean, I know I look a knob. I always do in a helmet. I wonder if it's these shoes. Biggest thing, second biggest thing on the planet. Yeah, there's a fact for you if you want it to look good.
What's the biggest thing?
Elephant, isn't it? Second, that's it is. Why do you question everything? I know some facts.
Haven't you been whale watching on this series?
I've always thought it'd be handy having a volcano close to hand. Just to get rid of, old mattresses, old chest of drawers you don't want. It's a pain in the arse at home, isn't it, when you've got to call the council 25 quid a time. Chuck it in that big hole. I'd love that at home. Some sort of big burning hole that you just chuck stuff in. Is it good luck to throw anything in? Oh. You're not allowed? What's the point in having it then? Okay, now. I'm not that happy being this close. Bloody hell. The size of that. What is that doing there? Right, that's hot now. That's mental.
Well, it's that time again. It's the feature that the world is saying could rival Monkey News one day. Ready?
Oh, what's he written today?
Well, Karl's diary. You didn't explain what it was. Sunday, got up. Sunny day, so I went for a walk in the park. There was a bloke walking down the street who was whistling some kind of annoying tune. He seemed quite happy with himself. Do people only whistle when they're happy? I don't whistle very much.
It's a good point. Whistling is so inane to me. But yeah, it's sort of like going, I'm content. It really is that thing that if they go, you go, well, Mr. Mellows, I'm afraid we've got some bad news. Not only has your wife died, but you've lost the house. Thanks, Doctor.
Wouldn't happen, would it?
No, you don't whistle when you're sad. The other place you hear it, of course, is changing rooms. And that's men going, I'm whistling, so I'm not looking at your cock. How could I be? I'm concentrating on whistling.
The lake was frozen over where I was walking. The ducks looked worried. They were sat on the edge of the lake waiting for it to melt. Were they, Karl?
Yeah, we just sat there looking, sort of going, oh, what's going on? I don't know. How long is a duck's memory? Because I wondered whether they're going, this doesn't seem right, but I don't know why.
I asked Suzanne why ducks don't use their wings much. They seem to walk and swim more and don't bother using their wings. Suzanne said she had to call her mum and dad, so I never got an answer.
The old excuse. Yeah. Suzanne, I can't talk now, Karl.
Gotta phone my mum. There was a marathon-type run going on in the park. It reminded me of the time when we were moving flat. It was the day of the London Marathon. Me and Suzanne were walking down the middle of the road, taking some stuff to our new flat. I was carrying a lamp and a kitchen bin. People were clapping me, thinking I was doing some kind of fun run.
Why were you walking on the same route?
Because it was when we lived on the Docklands.
Oh, brilliant.
There was no other route. The flat was just about 100 yards down the road.
They're going, look at the bloke with the bald wig. He's carrying a lamp and a bin.
Took a bag of old clothes to Oxfam. It was just old T-shirts and a couple of jumpers with holes in it. I don't think anyone will buy them, but the Oxfam is closer to the flat than the wheelie bin is. On the tube on the way back home, saw an advert for a book about a woman who works in a funeral home. She went into work one day, she goes to work on a body, she takes the sheet off of one of the bodies, and it looks exactly like her. This is called a doppelganger.
What's a doppelganger to you?
It's the thing I read about him ages ago where someone was walking down the street.
Yeah, and he sees someone who looked a bit like him.
And no, this was weirder than that.
Go on.
he remembers, like, going down that street as a kid on his bike whistling.
Yeah.
And then he's walking down the street, going to get some milk or whatever from the shop. Little bike comes whizzing past. He hears the whistling, he goes, that's weird. Looks at it, it was him when he was a kid. So it's like a time.
Shit. What do you mean it was him as a kid?
This is like a different form of doppelganger. It's just...
Well, it's impossible, it's rubbish.
Some sort of time thing, isn't it?
No,
It's
it's
time,
but that's impossible, so don't
It's
worry
just some
about
kind
it.
of time thing, Rick. No.
Yeah,
just
it's something
some
you
kind of time
read
thing.
again on the internet, or it was a short story, or something someone told you.
On my walk back from the tube, I saw a jogger who was pushing a pram at the same time. The kid looked terrified. Got my science book out. It said that the static you get on the telly when a channel isn't tuned in properly is radiation that is still knocking about from when the Big Bang happened. I thought about the Big Bang and wondered if it was really a Big Bang or did it just sound louder as there was no other noise to drown it out.
Good point, isn't it?
Karl's diary, Rick, never ceases to amaze.
Oh, well, it's that time now. Yeah? It's the big one.
Oh, chimpanzee, that monkey news!
Right, there was this...
monkey?
This fella, right, who he had a problem with his eyes, right?
Yeah.
So he goes to the doctors and he goes, I've got a problem with my eyes. And he goes, yeah, they're bad then, right? He goes, it was in America, you know, like how you have to pay for medical stuff and all that.
Mm.
And the doctor said, oh, if I fix them, it's going to be like 10 grand, right?
Mm.
He's like, but I haven't got the money, doctor. He goes, well, I can't help you then. You know, there's a lot of people with bad eyes like them. Can't do anything for you. So he goes, oh, it's getting worse. I can't do anything.
God.
So anyway, so he goes home.
Is that the price of human eyes, is it?
So he goes home, he's looking in the paper, right? And he sort of sees in the adverts at the back. And there's a little advert there saying cheap doctors, right?
No, bollocks.
Oh no.
No.
So he's thinking, oh, maybe that's what I need, right? So he calls them up. Woman's there. She's like, wait, what can I do? He goes, I've got bad eyes and that. She says, oh, come in tomorrow, we'll sort them out. She's like, brilliant, I'll see you then. Right? So he goes down there and he says, right, you know, I can hardly see. My eyes have got in really bad state and what have you.
Right.
Need to have them sorted out. I don't know what you do, whatever you do,
Right.
I need
Now,
doing.
his eyes are so bad, can he see the doctors? He can...
Not really,
Can't
sort
really-
of
he's
squinting
squinting.
and that, but, you know, so he's like, do I need to see the doctor to, you know, have a word and tell him what problems? She's like, no, don't worry about that.
Don't worry about
just,
it.
No, I'd be comfortable if it's a...
just you know, just let me inject you and we'll knock you out and we'll get on with it. And it's
we'll
like,
get the
well,
doctor in.
Can I just tell you something about chimps as well, just before you continue?
Go on.
You know, they don't have opposable thumbs.
Now,
which is
why
what-
are opposable thumbs useful, Rick?
Well, to grip something, to do anything like, you know, even simple stuff like writing, so let alone surgery. So without an
But
opposable
can I just check
thumb-
now?
Go
So
on.
if I was a doctor and I was doing any form of difficult surgery, would I need opposable thumbs?
You'd need opposable thumbs.
To be a doctor,
And
I
without
think.
you couldn't do anything. You couldn't...
Thanks for clearing that up.
Because the opposable thumb allowed something in our evolution called the precision grip.
Right.
So without that, you couldn't do anything.
I'm just glad they've got that cleared up, thanks.
So anyway, so he's had the injection, he's nodding off and what have you, right? His eyes are sort of closing and that, he hears the door open, he sort of just sees this little fella coming in and he's like, hello, doctor. He's trying to, like, make a chat with it.
Sure.
But, like, he's just nodding off. No, just...
It's
he
never
or she,
called a
was
doctor.
it he or she?
These people have done 7 years medical
Deeply
training.
respected people.
How could you call it it?
So anyway, he thought, oh, it's weird he didn't answer, but, you know, doctors can be quite moody, you know, they're highly intelligent, they don't need...
Especially little airy ones.
Well, just idle chit-chat. There's no room for that, do you know what I mean? It's like, I'm here to do a job.
But you know, if I'm going in to have my eyes done, I want a little bit of idle chimp chat.
So anyway, time passes, right? He sort of wakes up and he opens his eyes, right? And it's brilliant. He can't believe it.
Eyes are perfect?
He's had the op. He can't believe the sight. He's like, nurse, right? And the nurse comes in because I can't believe it. This is brilliant. I've never had this such good sight. Do you know what I mean? Even when I was a baby,
Yeah.
and my eyes were new,
Yeah.
I didn't see this good.
Great.
So she's like, well, you know, that's
You realise the nurse is a panda.
That's what we do, right? So he said, right, so can I just see the doctor and just say thanks and that? She's like, well, to be honest, you know, he's specialised in what he does. There's a lot of
What
work.
a load of bollocks this is getting.
Please.
Where did you get this from?
No, come on, let's hear the end of the news.
There's a lot of like operations he's got to do.
Yeah.
So you know, leave him to it. He's just having a kid. You know, I'll let him know that you were grateful. You know, pay us a check. Off you go. Go and enjoy looking at stuff.
Yeah.
So he said, no, I just what's wrong with that? I just want to see that.
No, that's fine.
Leave it, just leave.
Yeah, exactly, leave it.
And he's like, yeah, but I can't, you know, I want to thank him. He's done such a good thing for me. So they're getting into a bit of an argument and what have you, and the voices are raising, right? Door opens.
They're going to wake the doctor up.
Well, that's what they did. They woke it up, right?
They woke it up?
So the door opens, right? Little monkey comes out, and he's like, "What's going on here? It's a hospital. Why is there a monkey knocking about?"
Yeah.
So the woman said, "Well, what do you mean? He's the doctor." Right? So he's like, "You are having a laugh, aren't you?" She goes, "Look, don't complain. Your eyes are sorted.
Yeah.
You know, the doctor's done it. What's the problem?" He said, "Well, if I'd have known that, I wouldn't have come here." She said, "Well, what do you mean you didn't know that?" She said, "The advert in the paper you read, it's like chimp doctors."
That is the biggest load of shit I've ever heard. That really is the worst.
What? And because his eyes were so bad, he thought it said cheap doctors.
He saw the advert and it said chimp doctors, but because his eyes were bad, he just saw it.
What journal is this in?
It was years ago, because it sort of says how the monkey sort of carried on working for a few years. He couldn't do anything about it. He had to leave
play golf.
It's absolute bollocks. There's no way. I mean, it's not even worth talking about. It's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
It's the most ridiculous monkey news you've ever heard, and that's saying something.
Chimp doctors, cheap. It's easy mistake. Yeah, I'm all right. Yeah.
What have you been doing today?
Just hanging around.
You look nervous. You look uneasy.
Oh, I am a bit, yeah. It's not normal, is it?
What? What isn't?
You're asking me how my day is, and a room full of people who I don't know.
Yeah. Well, you're going to get to know them. You're going to get to know them really well.
What, everywhere I go, these lot are coming, are they?
Yeah.
Well, they've got to film it. Otherwise you'd be by yourself, and we wouldn't see it on the telly. Right, Carl.
I'm very jealous of your trip here, Carl, to the mighty Great Wall of China.
Well, you say that, but how come I'm going and you're not doing any?
Well, because we're executive producers.
Yeah, we're busy. We've got other stuff going on.
See, out of all the places, this is the place that I'm worried about the most.
Why?
Just the way they live. They're different.
What, Chinese people?
They just wreck everything. They make everything weird. That's what I'm worried about.
Expand on this. I don't understand what you mean.
Everything. Chicken. Why is it orange in Chinatown? Just the slightest thing. The chicken is orange. They eat anything. You know what I mean? Octopus. Toad.
He just made that one up!
No, say if I go over there, I have a bit of toad. I go, do you know what? It's quite nice, that. It's nicer than chicken.
Yeah.
It's going to be pretty tough to get a bit of grilled toad in this country. It could make me sort of wish for stuff that I can no longer get hold of.
Have you been listening to what he's been saying there?
Yeah.
That he's scared to go to China in case he gets a taste for toad.
And then he comes back and he can't get toad.
So I just wanted to check that you heard that.
Yeah.
The way they write, the letters are weird. Their alphabet's not like ours. Theirs are like someone testing out a biro. Everything's... there's no logic to anything that they do.
There is.
Listen,
of course there's a logic to it.
The way they read a book, it's all the other way around. From back to front instead of from front to back and up and down. And everything that we've done, they've gone, right, we're going to do it weirder. That's how it comes across.
Well, some would say that they did it first. Their civilization beat ours by many, many hundreds of years. But anyway. Right. Off you go.
See you when you get back.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Ring, ring.
KP Plumbing.
Hiya, is that, Mr. Pilkington?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Hi, it's Bob here.
Bob.
Yeah, bit of trouble, in my area, it's absolutely snowing, it's impossible, no one's getting out. I live near Sheila.
Bob, listen, Sheila's just been on, she's saying she can't get in either.
She can't, I've just seen her out there trying to dig her car out, and she's really tried hard to get to work, but she can't do it, because she's not very rich and her car doesn't work, and she hasn't got the right tyres. And there's no public transport, they've cancelled those. Wrong snow on this country. I'm not going to make it in today, son, so, I'll see you tomorrow, right, boy?
Well, no, you're saying you'll see me tomorrow.
Yeah.
But you'll probably call up tomorrow with the same thing.
Well, only if it's snowing still.
No, listen.
It might not
I can't run a business like this, Bob.
Yeah, it's not my fault, is it really?
So go round to Sheila's and like slag me off if you want. But I tell you what, you're not coming back here. Fuck off. No, because it's in the middle of the night. Can't go out. See, this is what I mean with you. You think you know it all. Just go out. Yeah, I'll tell you what then. Let's go back and let's see you go out in the middle of the night in the jungle. There's all sorts out there. The noise that's in the jungle is... Nothing goes to bed at night. That's why there's a lot of nocturnal stuff. No one can get their eyes shut. Everything's off. snakes going, stuff clip. There was something outside my tent. I'm not joking. It was man-size, and it was making a human noise.
Was it a human?
No.
Like a man.
I'm talking like gorilla-type noise.
Right.
Well, that's terrifying. And you're saying, oh, just nip out.
Yeah,
for a piss.
but he could go in the tent if he wanted, couldn't he?
No.
What a thin sheet of nylon keeps him... All right, lads, don't go in there.
No, because they don't know,
There's a bit of cloth. There's a bit of cloth. We can't get through that. Wait till he comes out for a piss. He's got an Evian bottle. We're screwed.
I'm just saying, I had to empty my Evian bottle.
In the morning?
No, in the night, because it was only a little one like
So
that.
you pissed in the tent and then emptied it out, so you were out there anyway?
Yeah, but it's just my hand going out. Going like that and coming back in again.
Surely you'd rather lose your penis than your hand? No, nothing wants your penis.
You'd be surprised. Honestly, there's some weird stuff out there. Do you know these fish in the Amazon that go up your knob? Now everyone's saying to me, you've seen the Amazon? That's amazing. Well, how come the stuff that lives in it doesn't want to live in it? You'd rather live in my knob than live in the river. So you're telling me that I'm meant to be lucky. That's what I'm saying. Nowhere's safe. You can never relax. Yeah, I'm just none the wiser as to what I was meant to get out of today with Warwick.
What have they got in these to start with? They feel heavy.
What do you mean?
I went into the camping shop and he said, oh, carry this bag for me. Get me that off that shelf, won't you? Well, he just kept giving me signs that... Walking around for hours. He won't be able to do stuff himself. I said to him, I don't want you being a hindrance to me. Yeah, but I don't want to be lugging your stuff about. I'm looking after my own stuff. Well, exactly. So why have you sorted him out for me?
It's a bit long, isn't it?
He put wellies on. He had to tuck his bollocks in. There's nothing that's a standard fit that fits him, which means he's going to be saying, oh, me wellies are chafing. Not his ankles, his fucking ball sack. So I don't know. And I told him, if he goes down for whatever reason and he needs me help, I've got to drag him. Now, what I did was...
Carl, you're talking about it like you're in Vietnam. He's not going to go down, is he?
I asked him to get in a rucksack in case he did go down, and he wasn't happy about that.
I don't think I'll ever feel the need to get in the backpack.
Honestly?
Honestly.
I don't know why he's not happy. I'm the one carrying him.
I'm not getting in the backpack. Not getting in the backpack. Not getting in the backpack.
It's not funny, really, if we're in the middle of nowhere...
Yeah.
And we have to... You know, he's talking about seeing orangutans. Now, I don't know how they act around someone of his size. I don't know whether they're just seeing black and white, and to him, he's one of them. I don't know, honestly, I don't know. But why him? What's the reason for taking him? What's he bringing to the party here?
I thought it'd be funny.
And there's this octopus there, and you're going around, right? And you just see it start spitting at you. Poison. What would you say to it?
Well, it's too late then, isn't it? And I'd kick it. And I'd say, knobhead. I would, but what's the point? What's the point in getting annoyed now? Because it's done its stuff, hasn't it?
I don't know why he's kicking and calling it knobhead under the water. What is this octopus thinking? Oh, God. Oh, okay, you fucking eight-legged shit.
I'm not bothered. I don't know what you're saying.
Fucking cunt of a mollusk.
I'll just spit at you again. It's not bothered.
You slimy little fucking boneless wanker.
This is why...
How would you sell these places to me? We're coming in, your travel agent, Karl Pilkington's Travel. He's been round the world. He's seen all the sights. So we're going there. Hello, we're thinking of going on holiday, me and my husband, Stephen.
Well, what are you thinking?
China.
China?
China.
Well, I won't bother with that. Where have you been in the past?
Well, we've been to Wales, and we don't really understand the language.
What they're saying?
Don't know what they're saying at all.
Oh, forget China, then.
Oh.
They're worse than the Welsh with their language. It's mental. There's no order to it whatsoever. It's mental language. It's like aliens. So you don't want to go there. Have you thought of anywhere else?
Hang on, you're supposed to be selling us a holiday to China.
No, I'm not selling you. I've just got to sell you a holiday. So I'd say you don't want to go there.
Okay.
How old are you?
Oh, well, I'm 72.
Right, well, you don't...
23.
Oh, to be quite honest, I thought he'd be a bit more virile. Even though he's 23, his penis is actually 102. Why did he have that put on? Why did he have it put on?
Is this any use? I don't know what this is.
Oh, this is a break. Oh, I'm sweating.
They'll get something. Look, she's going to kick it. What a little shit. Go and have a word with her mum. I'm not making any more.
If you were transported now into a slug, what would you do? And Suzanne, you're suddenly in the kitchen, but you're a slug, and Suzanne's sort of like there, just making tea and that. How do you let her know it's you?
It's impossible. I'd just chuck myself into the salt pot or something. No, because what do you do? I'd hate that. That would be horrible, that.
Fuck boy.
Hey?
Fuck boy.
Fuck. The fuck is...
Fuck.
Fuck is chop. Chop.
Dumb.
Dumb fuck. Hang on a minute. This is a joke. That is a joke. Dumb fuck. Okay.
Smaller now.
We'll just talk about how good, what an interesting read it is, how fascinating it is.
You see, it's weird. There's a picture here of you. How old are you there? Hang on a minute. Who put you in goal?
Hello, Carl. Have you got any food? Got any food? Got any sandwiches?
Well,
I'm
I
starving.
have, but if I give you my sandwich, there's someone else behind you, and they'll all come out.
So what are you going to do then? What are you going to do?
I'm going to help you.
How? What are you going to do?
I'm gonna make you think about how to make food.
Oh, okay, right.
Have you ever grown anything before?
No.
Right, well, here's some seeds for potatoes.
Brilliant. Oh, thanks, Carl. See you later. Do I just put them in the ground, yeah?
Put them in the ground and water them.
Oh, there's no water, you dopey cunt.
There is some
No,
water.
there's no water, you dopey cunt. That's why we're starving, you dopey cunt.
Right, well, at that point, that's where I go, well, this is a lost cause here.
Right.
There's no point.
Can I have your sandwich after all?
No,
or
you're
what?
not having it. You're not having it now.
So not only can I have a sandwich, you give me seeds with no water, you useless, bald-headed fucking twonk.
Right, but there's got to be another way round this.
Go on, then.
Either move...
Right.
Because every year they're going to be queuing up saying, I'm hungry, give me a sandwich. No, you're not having another sandwich.
Once again, it's an utterly ill-informed discussion.
It's not my sort of thing, singing and dancing. We've got enough singers and dancers anyway in the country. Why we still have Pop Idol and X Factor? Everyone's singing. I mean, this is a school. Look at them. They're not doing English and maths. Piss-arsing about, jumping to Van Halen. Where's the doctors? The plumbers? When I had a problem with my boiler, I had to wait 2 weeks because no plumbers about. If I need someone to come around and sing and dance, loads of them. But we've got enough. I haven't got a taste for it, honestly. This isn't like a big life-changing moment. Oh, Karl's finally found his destiny. I don't want to do this. See you standing there with your back against the record machine. Ain't the worst you can see. Hey, you know what I mean? Come on, you might as well jump.
I've never been that embarrassed. Do you know how I always say to you that you give me anxiety dreams? I panic and stuff because of the things you set up. And that time when I had a dream about being in a toilet and you opened the door and there was a big audience looking at me having a shit, it was exactly the same feeling I had in my dream as that. I just wanted to wake up and for it to go away. It was shocking.
And the weird thing about that dream, it's not particularly sort of Freudian or symbolic, right, as an anxiety dream, because I often open the door when you're having a shit to annoy you.
That's true, actually.
So,
yeah.
It's quite a justified dream.
That's normal.
Have a great time, man. I'll see you soon.
All right.
I went to, what's the name? Harley Street. I went for a checkup. And, like a medical. Posh, you know Harley Street, it's like, it's the top doctors, isn't it? I've never been before. All posh buildings and that. Went up to the counter. I said, I see the doctor. They said, name, Give us 10 minutes, go and wait in the waiting room. Dead posh waiting room. Dead fancy. Big leather furniture and that.
Yep.
Loads of magazines. I mean, like a newsagent's. In the middle of the room on a table. Loads of them. So I'm looking through and there's the top quality ones, your Esquire, GQ, Classy, Yacht Weekly, all that. Country Life. Boys.
Boys?
There's one there, yeah. Boys. What's that? Right, lifted up like the one on top of it. And it's like Boys with a Z. Two fellas stood there. Looking, sort of Italian looking.
Yeah. Right.
Dungarees on.
No shirt, though.
No shirt, just dungarees sort of unbuttoned, hanging down a little bit.
Sure.
So no one else is about. I'm never going to buy a magazine like that.
I can't believe you're going to tell us you looked through a game magazine.
I had a little look just because I thought, like I say, it's one
You're
chance.
always looking to learn, aren't you? You're always looking to learn.
Yeah.
Always open. There might have been something in there that I go, right, I get it now. I understand why they like doing that or whatever.
Yeah.
Right.
So she said I was going to, 10-minute wait. I can have a quick flick through. Picked it up, had a look. Still none the wiser.
Why?
Well, what did you see when you opened it up?
Just loads of. Like I've said to you before about, I don't know why you like looking at knobs when they've got one of their own.
Right.
There's no surprises there. You're not going to go. Oh,
sure.
That's
Yeah.
nice. Some had like car oil on the face. Knob out.
Yeah.
There was someone sat on like one of them square things of hay.
Oh yeah.
Sat there, sort of sat on it, straddling it.
Yeah. That must have been uncomfortable.
Again, knob out.
Yeah, just looking like it's normal.
That's
Sort of
crazy.
like
No
that.
farmer walks around like that.
What was the other one? There was motorbike. They always like them.
Yeah.
So I'm going through and then like the content is all puns.
Right.
Everything was to do with knob.
Right.
That's the only bit they're interested in the male body.
Look at this bloke
It's
straddling
not-
this huge throbbing thing. The bike's not bad either.
Yeah, all that, loads of them. It was just all, just cock, just 100%. Like let's just talk about the knob.
That's a good name for a gay magazine.
100% cock.
100% cock.
Did it not at any moment sort of maybe slightly unnerve you that the doctor might come in and see you reading Boys?
No, because I wasn't.
What about if I walked through? Because I remember once when you were in hospital about to have a tube going down your knob and you were sitting in your pants with stockings on and I walked through and you were horrified. So what if I'd have walked in then and went, Carl, what are you doing?
I would have just said, look at this. Look at this, it's free.
And I said, why did you bring that with you?
No, I would have just said, look, does it look like I brought it with me? Look at this.
Yes, it does. Because you would
So
never see a gay magazine in a doctor's waiting room. So I think you bought that and pretended that it was there.
That's the thing. I was amazed by that because there was no there was no Mayfair or anything. They just catered for if you wanted a bit of knob action. It was really. Really, I could have complained.
Sure.
So if you're gonna have this, where's a bit of the other?
Yeah.
Yeah. You had a bit of this. Where's a bit of the other?
I know one of the things that they had, and I thought they're really struggling with ideas. They had a Sokoko.
As in Sudoku?
Yeah.
Sokoko.
Surely Sadico is better.
No, because it was like Sokoko.
Yeah, but it's Dick as well.
Subdico.
Yeah.
What? And it was still a Sudoku style puzzle, but it just had that name.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just everything.
It was just Sudoku, but called Coco. That's amazing. That is amazing.
Now, if I was gay, do you know, like,
let's
they
have
say...
a game of Lubo. Let's have a game of Knobopoly.
Knoberation.
Knoberation. Let's have a game of chess. Cock. Let's have a game of fuckaroo.
Well, that works for either sex.
Yeah, that's true.
That's how we spend our Christmases.
Then, fuck a poo.
Oh, God.
But anyway, talking of emails and that, right? Nick, who's emailed from Australia, right, Melbourne, he's been going on about dolphins and that, problems with dolphins.
What problems?
He's just saying when that wind happened, there was like a bad wind thing going on.
Hold on, wait a minute. What bad wind?
In America, they had that
Hurricane Katrina.
Yeah.
Right.
And there was like a little bay with dolphins in it, and
right.
that, with all guns on them and stuff.
What? Whoa.
Because they use dolphins, don't they? They say they're an intelligent animal and stuff.
Yeah.
And they've got them all, like, you know, they've all had the training. They're all like ready for battle and stuff.
Right.
Got like rifles on them.
What do you mean rifles? How can they hold a rifle? How can they hold a rifle?
No, it's sort of on a strap and that.
What do you mean it's on a strap?
I don't know what they kit them out with, but they're just ready for war.
What are you talking about?
Listen, though, that isn't the point. Don't worry about it.
Oh, we leave that one, do we?
Is,
that's not the point, so let's leave it.
So they're swimming about.
Yeah, with rifles and berets.
Whatever they've got on.
Yeah.
Right, ready for battle and stuff.
Yeah, ready for battle, yeah.
The wind comes in.
The wind comes in.
Hurricane Katrina. Makes a wave and that. They get out of the little bay.
Yeah.
Still all kitted out. With all the, you know, weapons.
You're talking bollocks.
Steve, do you want to look at the email?
Well, there's no way. There's loads of dolphins now swimming round, kitted out with guns and that, with a strap. How can a dolphin hold a... Whoa. Again, you've been watching Planet of the Apes. Oh, he's trying to talk to us. What's he saying? He's saying, go ahead, punk, make my day.
Look,
you're talking shit.
It's just news to say if there's dolphins, you know, if you see a dolphin in that, don't go, oh, it's friendly. Because there's some with weapons now. So I'm just reading it out on email. That'll cover it and that. So
bollocks. Hi. Welcome to Learn Guitar with David Brent. This week, we are going to warm things up a little. This is out there. This is a proper rockadoodle dandy, this one. It's a little bit naughty. You know, the internet. Let's say adult themed. There are a few rude words. No, come on. We're all grown up. Although if you have got any young children nearby, please discreetly take them out of the room now. If they're yours. If they are your children only, obviously. This is about my life, I suppose. I work hard, I play hard, you know that. And it's about me repping. I'm on the road all week, but I always make it back to Slough for the weekend. Compulsory. I don't think I've ever missed one. Go back and see the lads. I hang out with people a lot younger than me. Most of my mates are in their 20s. And they're blown away by me. They go, I cannot believe you're in the late 40, whatever. And I go, yeah. They go, but you're the most childish out of all of us. I go, cheers. They avoid me sometimes. They used to say, oh, where are you going? Oh, we're going down so-and-so. I go, I'll see you there. They're not there. They've gone somewhere else to avoid the embarrassment of me turning out. I find them. I find them. My round, I go, all right. Yeah. No, I love buying the rounds. I love buying the rounds. I go, put your money away. I go, oh, you're all right. I go, yeah. See you next week. They go, oh, we can't make it. They'll be somewhere. I'll find you. I always find them. But this is about that. It's just about, you know, enjoying the weekend, living for the weekend, living for your mates. And that's why I have to work so hard in the week, because it does cost a lot buying for, you know, 6 or 7 people every round, 2 nights a week. But yeah, any money left over, you know, spend on this. My money. Better than saving it, isn't it? I do wish I had more money.
I work so hard just to pay my bills. I play even harder, yeah, life kills. Now I'm burning rubber on the M25. Got a crazy weekend, some won't make it out alive. 'Cause this is my day. Thank fuck it's Friday. Yeah, this is my day. Thank fuck it's Friday. I wake up Sunday feeling Saturday pain. Dry clean up 5 white shirts on the road again. A week in cheap motels, yeah, I'm earning my bread. As long as I'm back for the weekend, I sleep when I'm dead. 'Cause this is my day. Thank fuck it's Friday. Yeah, this is my day. Thank fuck it's Friday. Yeah, this is my day. Thank fuck it's Friday. Yeah, this is my day. Thank fuck it's Friday. Thank fuck it's Friday. Thank fuck it's Friday. Thank fuck it's Friday. Thank fuck it's Friday.
This song, a little bit of a foot stomper, quite hard hitting, very social. I like to sing about issues.
Bringing up baby on your own is tough. Working 2 jobs just to earn enough. Yeah, she could have been an actress, she could have been a star, but she went too far in the back of a car.
Let's go shopping. So, I'll just come into a shop, okay? Dring.
Afternoon.
Hello.
Hiya.
I want a fish.
What sort of fish do you want? We've got loads.
What sort of fish are there?
Loads. I haven't got time, to be honest. You've come in at a busy time. Have a look and come back to me. And
I don't know what type of fish is this?
That's a kipper.
Okay. A kipper. What's a kipper?
It's a fish. It's sort of a fishy sort of fish. There's some fish that's more meaty. Tuna. What sort of thing are you after today? Is this for you or for someone else?
This is for me. I'd like to buy a fish, please.
Right, but surely you know what kipper is. Look at it. Look at the fish. Here it's called kipper. Where are you from?
I don't speak English.
I'd just wrap any old shit up and give it you. You'll like this. Tenner. Rip you off. Because I'm busy. And that's what happens in this country. That's what they want to be careful of if they're watching this. If you come into England, don't be ripped off. Rip off. Conned. Taken advantage of.
Done up like a kipper.
Done up like a kipper.
Look at this foreigner. I done him up like a kipper.
This is when English gets complicated because kipper, a lot of English words, can mean many things.
Hi, welcome back to T4. Joining me next are two men who've known each other for years. They're best mates, but I think they're having some relationship troubles, and I'm going to get to the bottom of it. Welcome to Angry Chat. So today we're going to see if we can help two men settle their differences. Let's meet Ricky and Karl. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Ricky. Karl, thanks for coming in. Ricky, we're here to talk about you and Karl.
Right.
And your relationship.
Yeah.
Okay. How do you feel about Karl? So how do you feel about your friendship with Karl? How would you describe that?
He's my best mate. He's got a little round head.
Right.
He's honest, hard-working.
Sure.
Sees the world differently.
Okay. That's all fairly positive stuff. Karl, over to you. Your friendship with Ricky, how would you...
His trousers on.
I'm going to stand up.
It was a bit ridiculous.
That's a little bit... I'll keep one hand there. Karl, let's talk about your friendship with Ricky.
Known him for what?
Let's get into the
10
room.
years?
10 years, yeah.
Right.
First time we met. Tell him the first time we met.
He hit me on the head with a mobile phone.
Because I wanted to see what noise it made. Because I'd never seen a head like it. It was totally round. I wonder if it made a round noise.
I said, don't do that. He said, all right. He put a dustbin lid on my head.
Yeah,
And then
also because the dustbin was totally round. So I saw how bald it was. I wanted to see what noise the phone made. It made a good noise. Then I noticed there was a bin that would fit. It did fit.
What else do you want to know?
Well, this is quite good stuff so far. I mean, how did you feel when he hit you on the head?
It's just a surprise.
Was it a surprise?
I wasn't
Okay.
expecting it. I mean, I don't think Terry Wogan's radio producer got it on the head with a mobile phone from...
This is when you were producing him?
Yeah.
It's when you were producing him?
Yeah. They said when Idiot Abroad came out, they said, oh, I'm bullying him. But why would he do it? You know?
That's a good question. Why do you do it?
Just like you doing this.
Yeah?
Paying the bills.
Paying the bills.
Making the money.
So is that how you describe your friendship with Ricky? One of pure necessity to pay the bills?
There's a
That's pretty
part
sad.
of that. You know, I mean, it's a partnership.
Yeah?
It's like...
There's an understanding.
People don't realise that we're best mates. So when they see you doing these shows like An Idiot Abroad or the podcast, it looks like bullying, winding you up. What would you say to them?
Don't worry about it, honestly. Which I don't think they are.
No.
I think the people at home are not bothered. They're just watching it and going, oh, it's all right, I quite like this.
Yeah.
They're just as bad if they're at home watching
Yeah, if it was bullying, what are they doing
What are
about
they
it?
doing?
Exactly.
They're not getting onto Esther Ransom.
No.
They're not sorting the problem out.
Yeah.
They're not worrying about it, so don't worry about it. We're mates. 10 years.
Yeah?
Yeah. He annoys me a little
Look
bit.
at that. Look at that little touch, ladies and gentlemen. They've done a little touch there. Now, give them a round of applause for that, because that's definitely a breakthrough of sorts.
I mean, he does get on my nerves a bit.
Yeah.
Sure, who
But
doesn't?
That's
I
my
could
job.
annoy him.
If I didn't get on his nerve, nothing would happen.
I know how to annoy him.
Yeah.
He wants me to do things like this. I only do the odd thing with him because I
Yeah.
don't like doing it.
Yeah.
So that's my little bit of control. He goes, come on, T4. I go, I don't want to go on that.
No.
I don't want to go on T4.
Well, let's do it.
You're having
Let's,
a great
let's do
time.
it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay. Right. We'll act out a scenario. Typical scenario.
Okay.
Hey, Karl. The animation's coming back to E4. We should do a bit of promotion for it.
Do we have to?
Well, yeah. It's only
Isn't
fair.
our bit of the work done?
Yeah, but I tell you what, a great show. The kids love it. It's called T4. Right. They've got really tip-top presenters, young, built.
But they're all sort of funny haircuts.
Yeah. Well, a lot of them can't get a better job. A lot of them, I mean, they've tried everything and they've failed.
But it does me head in. People are going, Karl, how were you a radio producer? How did they get on the telly?
I mean, some of the people you see on here, I mean, I don't know.
Is there really nothing else we can go on to promote it?
No, it's T4 or nothing, mate, because we've done it, you know, no one else will have us, because it's...
I mean, arguably, it's the biggest platform in youth television. It's Channel 4's flagship
What's
youth
he-
show.
Who's this? Hello? Hello? All right, then, let's go on it, then. Who is it? Who's on there?
It's a fellow in a tight, shiny suit with the most enormous quiff
Right.
you've ever seen.
All right, I'll
Yeah.
see you later.
Be careful if he kneels down and touches you.
All right, see
Because
you
he's
later.
been in trouble for that before. Cheers, mate.
See you in a bit.
See you later, mate.
Okay. And on that note, I think shake on it, guys. Shake on it.
Cheers.
And give him another round of applause. Join us next time on Angry Chat when we ask, where are you putting your hands? With Kermit the Frog. Up now, here's The Big Bang Theory.
Ricky gave me my first break in the business by hiring me as his assistant when he worked on a radio station called XFM. Yeah, I'm forever grateful for that, and a number of other reasons. Bought me a sandwich once.
That sounded rude.
No.
Like one of those stars who go, yeah, he gave my first break.
Yeah.
Had to do some things on the casting couch.
Yeah, so that was how I got started.
23 was.
Was I?
What was I? 36 or something, wasn't I?
I can't have been 23.
I think you were. Yeah. Looked like a really gangly adolescent who just grew too quick and no one could do anything.
25.
You weren't? Well,
we know each other about 12
well, 97, when were you born?
74.
What does that mean then?
All right, shut up.
There you go.
Boring.
My first break probably was, working at XFM. I got a job and they said I could have an assistant. First CV. First CV that came through, I said, yeah, it'll do. Karl was working on XFM also. We worked together on XFM, then we went and did The Office. We came back as conquering heroes. We were big shots. I used to run the desk, too big for that now. They gave us a little minion who worked there. Then he opened his mouth and I realised that he was funnier than anyone I'd ever met before, without even knowing it himself. So,
But you've been quietly squirreling away in the background for years, haven't you?
I've just always got work by knowing people. I've never I've never got a job through an interview. It's always, even at Cordon Bleu, it's because my mum worked at Partners next door. It's like a stationery shop.
I love the way you say Cordon Bleu like everyone's heard of this place.
Like everyone's going, oh, Cordon Bleu, no one loves the world.
It's like, I think Summerfield bought it. It's a fridge shop. Well, not fridge, like chickens and stuff, frozen foods. And my mum said, I think I can get you in there.
She was connected. She was like the Godfather.
Like the mafia, yeah. I'll get you in Cordon Bleu. How? It's next door, isn't it?
So,
there's a notice in the window. People need it.
Yeah. What are you thinking? Just go along. I said, why? What's the intel? Just they said, need any idiot. I said, I've got one of them. Yeah. Went along there, got sacked, didn't you?
So any advice really to any kind of aspiring people is know people. That's your advice.
Definitely
or what's next door? Where do you live? Where do you live? What do you want to do? Where do you live? Next to a chippy. Should be a fishmonger.
There you are. Good advice.
Growing up, I probably watched sort of bad American shows. I watched all those things like Policewoman and all the cop shows. They weren't bad, actually. Thinking about it, they were quite good. Some of them were really good, like Kojak and Rockford Files, that were great. But I suppose my mecca was American TV and all the American comedies from Laurel and Hardy, Woody Allen, Cheers and Taxi and all those things. So those were my biggest influence. American comedy and drama, probably. My first love was actually probably science and nature programmes. I just love, when I got BBC Two, I couldn't believe my luck. Things like Horizon, and now I watch BBC Four. It's probably my favourite channel.
I watched a lot of comedy, classic comedy, British comedy. Monty Python and Tony Hancock, all that stuff, all the classic 70s stuff, Fawlty Towers. John Cleese grew up in Weston-super-Mare, very near Bristol. He was tall. I thought, there you are, I've got all those things. But then later, I became very hooked on American TV later, when I got older. Never saw Policewoman, though. Sounds good.
Angie Dickinson.
It was a woman who worked for the police.
That was it?
That was the conceit.
That was the hook. You had to have a hook.
Yeah.
All bloke sucks lollies. Bloke with one eye, thinks he doesn't know what he's doing. He does. Fella on a horse, that was McLeod. Ironside, he can't walk. Right, so they had to have a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what it taught me.
People think he's an idiot.
Yeah. He's got a perfectly round head. He doesn't know anything.
What did you used to watch growing up?
I've never been a fan of telly. I'm still not. I don't watch it much. Honestly, the telly at home, it's about that big. I don't know what that is. But it's dead small. I was thinking about getting a bigger one. Now I've made a few quid. It's like, I don't want to.
Just edit that, and it cuts to him going, I'm thinking about getting a bigger one. Now I've got a few quid. Be a brilliant clip.
It was stuff like Flambards.
What's that?
It's like.
I was thinking of Flumps.
No,
What's
no,
that? That's
no,
that
it was about
period
planes and stuff.
comedy, innit?
It wasn't a comedy. It was
drama.
I didn't even like it.
What was it?
No, it was a drama, I suppose. But my mum watched it, and I used to sit and watch that with her. But it was more the occasion of she'd always make a big plate of toast and a big pot of tea, and I liked that.
So
and
your
I've got
favourite
Flambard's is on tonight.
Favourite
I was
TV
excited.
show was Tea and Toast, really.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it
Yeah.
was about the thing. Yeah, it was, that's kind of what
What's your favourite
telly's
TV show? Sofa. Night Off. What's your favourite TV show? Night Off.
So Dallas as well. We had toast that night when that was on. Then Dynasty came out. It was like more toast.
You're
It was just toast. I like toast.
Where did you start eating crumpets? What show sort of made you think of the crumpets?
I started off on pikelets.
Yeah, which is
It's like a kid's version of a crumpet.
It's like a flattened crumpet. You watch that with usually drama in it.
Howard's Way. I got into
the pikelet.
That was Sunday night. Sort of crumpet.
When would you have a cake? What sort of TV show would you have a cake?
Didn't
Like
have cakes
no,
in our house when
no
I was
way,
younger.
no way,
No.
no way.
Swiss roll.
Yeah. Write about what you know, be original, and there's no rush.
See, I'd say do stuff about what you don't know. That's what I'm doing.
Interesting. Brilliant. I'd say do it for the awards.
Oh dear.
Quizzes. What I did was when I was on holiday.
Yeah.
Right. You said come up with a new idea, right? So the best way of coming up with ideas is sort of
thinking,
sort of nicking a TV show name and then twisting it a bit.
Yeah.
So.
Or just rip off Simon Mayo's idea completely.
That's good advice for anyone out there.
I didn't.
Yeah.
If you're interested in ideas.
Carl is presently running a course writing for TV. And that's the lesson one, isn't it? Just rip something else off.
Just do it and change the title slightly.
Yeah.
Well,
go on.
This one I haven't really got. I don't know what to do on the game, but I'm thinking strike it, Ricky.
That's all you've got. That's what you've come up with. How long did that take?
Through.
What is that?
I just thought it sounded a bit like Lucky. Forget that one then.
Yeah, forget that one. Okay, yeah, well, no, good. No, we all have hits and misses. Even Spielberg's, not all his films, can hit the. Go on.
Right.
No, okay, no, it's a good. Go on. Yeah.
Do you remember Big Brother?
Yeah. Do I remember Big Brother? No, go on.
Big Mother, right? You call in. If your mum's heavy, you win a CD.
What do you mean? How can you prove that?
Alright, forget that. Right, ER. Here's one.
Right, ER. Good one.
No.
Yeah, no.
The Price is Right, remember that?
Yeah.
Right.
The Price is Ricky?
No. The Rice is Right. And what I do, I read from an Indian menu and a Chinese menu. You tell me whether you have pilau or egg fried.
He's a genius, isn't he? He really is a modern.
That one.
Let's go on then. Let's go into this one. Let's not cross this off right away. Go on then. What do you read from what?
Well, I'll get a couple of menus from like an Indian and a Chinese takeaway.
Yeah.
And I'll go like, chicken korma.
Well, could I just suggest that as it's an Indian, it'll be pilau, and anything you read out that is.
Yeah, but you don't know which one I'm reading from.
What, the chicken korma's Indian, isn't it?
Yeah, so you go pilau. But then
well, you might as well say Indian or Chinese.
No, because then the name wouldn't work. The Rice is Right.
Okay, yeah, I forgot you're working for the title backwards, aren't you? Okay, yeah. Okay.
I'm so confused. I don't know where I am or what day it is.
A programme that they've been in on Channel 4, right?
Can you cross that out? We're not doing The Rice is Right either.
I don't understand The Rice is Right.
No, go on.
I'll tell you that later. We'll have a game in the office, right? A game that they've been in on Channel 4, but has got really big viewing figures.
Well, obviously not.
Right.
Or they wouldn't be binning it. Go on.
Do you know 15 to 1?
Yeah.
They're getting rid of that, right?
Are they?
I'm thinking 15 Taiwan. Get some items that are made in Taiwan, right? Get 15 items, and I say what they are, and then you go, oh, I bet it's the vase. Or something.
That's one that's made in Taiwan.
Yeah.
Just explain that again very quickly.
No, don't go.
Alright,
Cross it out.
Forget that.
Cross it out. 15 Taiwan. Yeah. Well, one thing Karl has been doing over the past few months is writing his diary. He's kept that up. I don't know what he's had to write about. All he's been
doing is looking at moths and ants and bees and going for walks. But I'm sure it's all in the diary. So, let's have a look at that. Oh, I don't believe he's only going to write it down the...
We went to the park and had a brew. Suzanne read the paper while I played with a ladybird. I mean, it's like a child, isn't it? It is like what a child would do.
Suzanne read the paper while I played with a ladybird. His only friend is a beetle.
It climbed up my arm. It struggled on me hairs.
This is in detail, then?
Yeah. It kept stopping every now and then, and was rubbing its head with its right arm. It did it about 4 times and always used its right arm. It rested for about 5 minutes, then flew off. Sunday. Had a bit of a to-do with Suzanne because she wanted a line today. I ate this. Once you're awake, you should get up. I got up and put the radio on really loud. She eventually got up. I told her insects don't have lines, so we shouldn't.
Why are you obsessed with insects?
You must be fucking unbearable to live with. You must be a nightmare.
No, I've just started, because I've watched insects a lot, I don't want to keep going on about them because we're a bit insect heavy. But at the end of the day, if we copied insects, we wouldn't go far wrong.
I don't know what you mean, though. 1 minute you're saying they're great, then the next minute you'll slag them off.
Yeah, I'll slag some of them off if I don't know what they're doing, but because I've studied them a bit longer, I just think they do it right.
You haven't studied them, though.
He thinks he's like Darwin.
But you just slagged them off and again, don't you think that insects are doing stuff? They're not. It goes there, then it goes back again.
The ant was messing about, but only that one. The others were carrying stuff. That's what I'm saying. These snidey ones in everything. In everything in the world, you get a hierarchy.
Oh, long words!
Ooh. The bookshelf was dusty, so Suzanne asked me to dust it if I get a minute. I ended up looking at every book.
Just the spine. Yeah. Just for a few seconds each. Yeah. Didn't open them.
I looked in the dictionary to see if the word dictionary would be in the dictionary. I didn't think they would bother with it being on the front page, but it was in the book as well.
It's a good point, though, isn't it?
No, it's not a good point, because you didn't tell us anything.
Dictionary is in the dictionary.
Well, of course it is.
Well, why? If you go, how do you spell dictionary, you look at the spine and you go, oh, there it is, D-I-C-T, and all that.
So what does dictionary mean?
It's a book full of words, isn't it?
That's what it means. All books are full of words, you idiot.
How to spell them. And if you don't know what it is...
No, it's not how to spell them.
Alright, then we'll...
I'll just look up something. No. It's not a book full of words to tell us what... No. It's the meaning.
Give us the definition of dictionary.
Meaning.
It's a book full of words if you want to know what the meanings are. But if you didn't know
Well, sorry, what was that sentence?
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, if you didn't know that, then you wouldn't be looking in it, because you wouldn't know the book is about that. So, if you don't know the word dictionary and what it means, you wouldn't be looking at the dictionary, you'd be looking at an A to Z. Because you
Why leave it out, though?
Just because there's so many words in the world, I would have thought they wanted to cram as much as they can on a page, and if dictionary is already on the front...
Is that why you suddenly used the word hierarchy for the first time ever? Did you find that in there?
Did you see hierarchy in the dictionary?
I feel that big word has pushed out about 26 other more useful ones.
Yeah, well, Suzanne's been going on about me learning another language. But I sort of think your brain has only got so much room on it.
And the rest of it's filled with lard.
So, if I've got to learn everything I know, again, but in a different language, it's taking up space, isn't it?
You don't learn everything. Oh, God.
It's all storage, isn't it?
But you don't have to learn it again. You don't have to learn the concepts again. You're merely
learning
vocabulary.
Do you know how many moves there are in the human brain? You don't worry, you won't use them all up.
I feel that he has reached his capacity, though.
Yeah. Well, you need another sort of... You need an update. You need some more memory.
Woke up to some interesting news. It's good when this happens because it sets me up for the day ahead. If it's miserable news, it affects my day. It said on the news that they have found 2 new flies.
Fucking hell, more insects! What have you done? Is that all you've done this summer?
Bong. Trouble in the Middle East. Bong. 2 new flies found.
Ladybird climbs up arm.
They were found in the UK and they were found close to each other. Maybe this happened because they were different than the other flies and weren't expected to hang about together, so that's why they knocked about with each other.
That would happen, wouldn't it?
What do you mean?
It's 2 new flies.
What do you mean? Does it mean there are 2 new flies that are a different species?
Yeah, 2 new species, and they found them close to each other, right?
Yeah, but they didn't mean there was one of each.
No. Yeah, they did. They found 2 different ones.
No,
they have. Seriously, I know that. That's right. That's a fact. So you've got I don't know the names of them. They give them odd names, don't they? Well, say call it A and Fly B, right?
Yeah.
Fly A, I don't know. Say that's orange.
This is just...
B.
Fly B, yeah.
No,
this is painful.
No, but I'm just making it easy.
But Fly B wears a little hat. He's got a little hat.
Right, yeah, fine. Now, they found the orange one. I went, look at this over here. This is a bit weird. And they've gone, oh, that's a new species. Log it, whatever. And then the other one went, oh, keep your pen handy. Look at this one, it's got a hat on. So then they found them both within the same distance.
I don't know what that sentence means.
Keep going.
They found them both within the same distance.
But without interrupting him, let him finish this point.
Let me just make one thing clear. Karl Pilkington just said they found them both within the same distance. Think of that!
Don't know what it means, but go on, let him finish this point.
So what I mean is, they weren't knocking about with other normal houseflies, because they were probably sort of going, oh, he's a bit weird. Leave it. Yeah, because the other one was also odd, they're hanging about with each other. Don't you understand that? Why is that such an odd concept?
Because you think of it as like 2 little new kids in school. Yeah. They find that they're both new and they've got something in common.
They're both goths, so they start hanging out together.
Yeah.
And this was on the news, was it?
Yeah, just on the radio, yeah.
I know if I looked into that story, it would be 90% wrong.
Bit tired today, because didn't get to sleep as early as I wanted due to a moth getting in the bedroom.
Fuck me!
I got it in a glass and looked at it for a bit and then let it go because Suzanne wanted to go to sleep. Looked up some interesting news. Some people dug up an old body in Ireland. Turns out it's well old and was here when dinosaurs were here. The really weird bit is it had hair gel in its hair.
Right, what is it?
A fella.
Well, no, it wasn't around when dinosaurs were here then.
Just a bit after.
Right, fine. A lot after, yeah, go on. I think any hominid, anything that could even be linked to anything that may become man, is only about 1 million years old, and I think Homo sapien is probably only about 150,000 years old. Dinosaurs are about 150 million to 250 million.
Yeah, no, it's not the age bit, that's amazing. It's the fact of, there's a fella, won't have even had shoes on his feet.
Right.
And yeah, he was worried about his hairstyle.
Right, well that's definitely not true either. This is unbelievable.
Well, there was a man on the radio doing poetry, says Karl in his diary. I thought I'd have a go at doing a poem about today.
Not really. Steve, I'm a little bit queasy. He hasn't really written a poem.
He's written a small poem.
No, he hasn't really.
Yes. If moths had eyes...
Fuck me!
let me read the poem, okay?
Oh, fuck.
You wouldn't interrupt T.S. Eliot.
Okay. Okay.
If moths had eyes, would they be happier? How do they know they're not dead? Cavemen hunting for food, but not before they style the hair on their head. What would last longer in dinosaur times? A blind man didn't stand a chance. Not with all them rocks about. I'd rather be a blind moth.
Right, it may be the greatest poem ever written.
Just dissecting it briefly, you attempt to rhyme in the first 4 lines, but abandon the rhyming system in the last 3. Is there a creative decision for that?
Can we have Karl read that?
By
Sorry,
means, yeah.
just you read it as you would like to. So this is, imagine this, right? Okay, this is going out all over the world. This podcast, and now Karl Pilkington, a new poet from Manchester, now living in London, England, would like to read a poem.
If moths had eyes, would they be happier? How do they know they're not dead? Cavemen hunting for food, but not before they style the hair on their head. What would last longer in dinosaur times? A blind man didn't stand a chance. Not with all them rocks about. I'd rather be a blind moth.
He said it as though the last one was going to rhyme. He said it like it was going to rhyme. Oh God!
No,
it's amazing.
I think he feels as though the final line, I'd rather be a blind moth, is going to be one of those great, you know, a summation that somehow the moth is a metaphor, the caveman.
There's
no metaphor in that. He really does mean he'd rather be a blind moth.
Yeah, well, I'm just because I've looked at the day's news.
Can we always do that, Carl? Can we always find a day, right, and always sum it up in your thoughts, a poem? Just like that. I love that structure. I love that structure. If there's any English students or professors or novelists or poets listening, please email us what I thought of that poem, why it's good, why it's bad. So, you know, give us your thoughts on that. I mean, we would love expert opinion, poets, English professors. Just email us at podcast@rickygervais.com.
Oh, he's only got to reel it down a little round.
That's the jingle for Karl's diary. We had bacon and egg on toast. I'm eager to get through the brown sauce, as the bottle is too big to go in any cupboard, so it has to be left on the sideboard. So I had about 4 dollops of the stuff. I love that because, you know, that made it into the diary. He's concerned about the fact that brown sauce is too big, so he's rushing through it.
I know, but I'm just saying the kitchen isn't that big, and it looks messy when you leave stuff out, doesn't it? And we've got this giant brown sauce bottle, and I don't want to chuck it away because that'd be a waste.
So you're having brown sauce and everything, your cornflakes,
yeah.
in your tea.
Yeah.
A wasp got in the flat. You know trouble's brewing. It was massive, the biggest wasp ever. Suzanne asked me to get it out, but I wanted to take a picture of it first. I was getting my phone ready when it flew at me. I reckon the sting on it could have killed a kitten.
So specific.
It ended up flying out the window on its own. Drama averted.
Oh, God.
We went out for tea. You're always in a cafe. That's what this diary. You spend so much time in a cafe. There were loads of flying ants. I kept kicking the table because I could feel them on my legs. I wouldn't be that jumpy normally, but I still had flashbacks of the giant wasp from the morning. Suzanne told me to stop being stupid because I was ruining her night out.
A night out in a cab. Brilliant.
What was it, her birthday?
And flashbacks from an incident.
Yeah.
Like he's some sort of, like, war veteran. What is it? It's the wasp. It could have killed a kitten.
Bought some wallpaper. We got back and got on with it. The wall that we've papered before has got a big mirror under it. We papered on top of it again. I ended up reading my phrase book while Suzanne did the rest of the tidying up. Now, what's your phrase book? This is just you trying to master English, is it?
It's just a book that tells you little sayings and how they came about.
An interesting phrase is potluck. It came about when all people ate is stews. They used to chuck all sorts of stuff into the stew. You stuck your spoon in, and sometimes you got something nice like beef, or you could end up with a bit of frog. It's potluck.
Good, isn't it?
That's what it said in the book, did it?
A bit of frog.
Got up and checked the wallpaper out. There are loads of air bumps and it's buckled on the joins. I wish we'd never done it. Suzanne said the washer was broke and it's out of its warranty. She called up the people who made it and they said it will cost £150 to fix. I don't know how they know that when they haven't even seen it. I want to smash it to bits and see what they can do for £150. So much anger.
I want to smash it to bits. That'd be great, wouldn't it? 150, you sure? Come round.
Yeah.
And it's just like a cube that's been through one of those car crushers.
Yeah.
150 quid, there's 150 quid, fix it.
I watched the news and calmed down a bit, because there was a story about some Siamese twins who are having an operation. They've got 2 heads, 4 arms, 2 legs, 1 liver. The doctor said they will have 1 leg each. I felt bad worrying about the washer when people have bigger problems like the Siamese twins. Ricky and Steve asked me to do a poem about 1 day a week, so I thought I'd do one today. I can't obviously do it justice, so I should let the master read it.
You've done another poem?
Yeah, you said, you know, just do one. If you have a day where you've had a lot of emotions.
Well, I loved the poem, and so did the listeners, and I knew they would, so if you can do that every week, that would be a joy for me.
You can't force a poem, though.
No, I know.
So a diary's easy to do, because you just write down what you're doing.
But you've got to have some really meaty subject matter to be able to write a poem, Rick, as you'll discover.
I know.
Right, so, you know, you've heard what problems I had that day.
Go on then.
Bubbled wallpaper. What a mess. Washer dry and knackered. What a mess. Siamese twins separated. one leg less.
I don't know what rhyming scheme that is again. Oh God! Oh God! Oh! Oh, fuck me!